What's going on, guys? Tired Joker here. I'm here with my little kitty cat, Phoenix, and today we'll be playing. Well, it's here on this late morning. Fontaine. I have already tried my polls for Lenny, and I have failed on this account. But on an alt that I don't use at all, I happened to actually get him, which kind of made me go, "Oh, great, lovely." But to start off with the polls, let's quickly get an intertwined fate. It has been a while. It has been a while since I played Genshin. I had gotten caught up, and I'm like, you know what? Let's get caught up for the stuff that we're excited for. And what everybody's excited for is Fontaine. So yeah, here we are, right again to Fontaine. If you're excited to see what Fontaine has to offer, by all means, make sure to hit that like button. Also, if you haven't already, you can subscribe. That would be really appreciated. And you can also hit the notification bell so you don't miss out whenever I go live or whenever I do any video. I'm planning on later, hopefully, doing another Deltarune stream, which may or may not get through Chapter 2. If not, that's probably just one more. And yeah, I've just been having fun playing other games of Destiny because right now we're in the dry period. So I'll just quickly check my the stream, see how it's doing, and then we'll get right into going into Fontaine. The stream, see how it's doing, and then so yep, seems to be going fine. Without further ado, let's go ahead and start going into Fontaine. Again, pardon if I might be somewhat a little more monotonous. I am somewhat tired, and yeah. Yeah, let's see. I'm going to want to get my audio back up. Oh. Maybe up music a little bit more. I hate that voice so much, Poimon. I hate you so much. Oh. Oh. A. That is a Hydroculus. Okay, I'm gonna have to mark that on my map. Right here. Star. The stars are the oculi that I see. I need to keep that in mind. Bum bum. Already I like this place. Where? Do I have to get up? Go to Romoratime Harbor upper level towards Fontaine.
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
I really, really want Lenny on this account. That would be freaking awesome. Is that another? That is another one. That is another. Need to mark that. That is indeed another thing. World open stuff for those with something hearts. Welcome to Fontaine. So it's flooding from the statue. The seventh. No, that was weird. Do you feel like anything we're happy for? It's normal for a statue 7 to glow. Feel uncomfortable? Water. The water speaking to me. crack jokes like that, you must be fine. No, the water's speaking to me, Poimon. It's speaking to me. Feels thought me human, maybe it's because of all the hydro energy that was released. It is Fontaine, you can use elemental energy properly, you can even swim underwater, maybe you can even find sunken treasure. I'll be lonely going underwater alone. I'll fish for you? Okay. A mysterious power flows out from the statue to imbue you with the blessing of the transoceanic source water. Your progress will remain unhindered so long as you are moving through the lakes of Fontaine. Under the protection of the transoceanic source water, what you expend while moving underwater is not stamina but aquatic stamina. As such, when your aquatic stamina is expended, you will not drown. Okay.
Time to go.
Looks like she has a sword. Worship statue. Okay, so I'm going to need to start collecting hydroculi. That is enjoyable. I'm going to quickly go into my parties. There's another party I want to... Oh, that looks way freaking better, man. I'll replace you with Traveler.
There's still a long road ahead.
I'll replace you with... where is Lynette? I feel like I am... Okay, there we go.
You lead the way.
And then I'd want... Xiangling. Right here.
Just sharpen my spear.
And then I'd want Bennett. That's one thing. I'm gonna have to find another healer for my main team. Or I might just throw Zhongli in there once I have this, because I basically have the full team right here, besides Lene. Resonate with Hydro. Let's see, what do I get with Hydro? What do I get as Hydro? First off, I'm gonna need to equip my a weapon. I'll equip Festering Desire. I need better freaking artifacts for me. Randomly slap on this artifact. Aqua Crest Saber. Since a turn forward, that will deal hydro damage to opponents if it comes in contact with. Hold entering aim mode, constantly fire off dewdrops in the direction in which you are aiming, dealing hydro damage to opponents they hit. When it ends, it will send a turret surge forward that will deal hydro damage. When the whole configuration of the skill of the Traveler's HP is higher than 50%, the damage dealt by it will increase based on the Traveler's max HP. The Traveler will lose the fixed amount every second. Benumia. After certain end of health, after using turn surge, the skill will unleash a Spirit Breath Thorn that will pierce opponents, dealing Benumia aligned hydro damage. Unleash a slow-moving, floating bubble that deals continuous hydro damage, Rising Waters, then Spotless Waters after the dewdrop fired by hold mode of the Saber hits an opponent. A source water drop will be generated near the Traveler. If the Traveler picks it up, they restore. Okay, so it's literally all of Hydro's gimmicks are... All of Fontaine's gimmicks, it seems, is lose HP, gain it back. Clear waters. If HP is consumed via suffusion while using the hold down mode, the turret surge at the skill's end will deal bonus damage equal to 45% of the total HP the Traveler has consumed in the skill via fusion. Huh. That is actually interesting. That is intriguing. That's kind of cool. Be Lynette. I don't know what weapon I want Lynette to have. I don't know what her good weapon is. I'm pretty sure I want a Verdescent Venrare set on her. Lynette. I do have a C1 Lynette because I did pull a copy of her, so that is nice there. Apparently Freedom Sworn is her best freaking weapon, but I cannot give that. Really? Okay, so Festering Desire is actually going to be her other weapon, apparently. So I'm going to have to take that from the Traveler. And I guess give the Traveler Sacrificial Sword, maybe? Polaris Centre Ferryman is another thing. And Sacrificial Sword and then Favonius. Yeah, so Festering Desire is apparently Lynette's thing. Do I have a Verdescent Venrir set that I'm not currently using? Timepiece, I'd want energy recharge, so I'd want this. Don't have a hat that, I mean, I can take that off of Kali. I think I might do that. I'm gonna have to equip a random. Is this feather good? It'll do for now. And then this, and then I'm gonna need an Anemo goblet. If I can find one. Hydro. A lot of Hydro. Do I have an Anemo goblet? Do I have Anemo goblet? Yes or no? Dendro, Geo, Cryo, Hydro, Geo, Cryo. Hydro, Cryo, Electro, Hydro. Dendro, Cryo. Electro. Do I really not have another Anemo cup? If so, that is depressing. I do have an Anemo cup. It's not the best cup in the world, but it's still an Anemo cup. I'll just enhance this by a decent amount. Get everything roughly to around 8, I think, would be fine. So yeah, slots full. I'm just right here, kinda. Don't really need that. I don't really need that, that or that. Just trying to up Lynette a little bit more. Maybe I can make this goblet actually pretty decent. Boop. Just, you know, kinda helping set up the character to where the character is in a not amazing spot, but a somewhat usable spot. I might use that, Gladiators, just because that is Pyro with Lenny, but I also kind of don't. Yeah, this scales up the Anemo bonus, so I'm perfectly fine with getting that upped. And then I need to get this upped. Yeah, pardon me, I'm just doing the getting upped of certain characters' stuff. HP could have been way better, but, you know, what are you gonna do for now? I just want a functioning, Lynette. Even if that Lynette right now is only like level 4. I mean level 40. You know, it's still nice to have a set of artifacts on a character. That sucks so bad, but, you know, what are you gonna do? Could maybe up the feather a tiny bit. Get that slightly upped with random stuff. But I don't use these at all, so I am perfectly fine with deleting them. I mean, there's this. That's an anima bonus. Physical bonus defense. There we go. I don't want to put ridiculous investment in these. These artifacts are basically only useful for one thing, and then once I character ascend, I can start pumping stuff into all of Lynette's other stuff. But yeah, there we go. I have no idea where this is. Oh, I just get it. Okay. I don't want to just get it. Am I an idiot? I feel like I'm an idiot. I am an idiot. I should be over here. I should be in Sumeru talking to people to start a quest. I'm just exploring Fontaine without the quest. That's actually kind of funny. Boop, boop, boop. Like it's like, oh, I can't continue without doing the quest.
Hello, Caravan Rebot. Now let's Paimon. Oh, Paimon remembers. Nahita's consciousness had been trapped by the doctor, but we followed the clues she left behind to help her.
Guess we did do that.
Time has already passed since then, and it seems Sumeru's changing for the better now that Nahita's in charge, right?
Yeah, so this is like a little epilogue to Sumeru.
And then Nahita won't have any more new problems to deal with.
Hard to say that what will happen, honestly.
We somehow always find ourselves right in the thick of it. Who knows what will happen next time to
We're going to Fontaine. We're going to France.
Maybe you're just a magnet for trouble.
me when Michael when I play a D&D with a friends and Michael does something that makes me upset. I need to take a picture of this with this face, just like, really. There we go. I was just thinking that you might be a problem too. Yeah.
Before Paimon ran into you, Paimon never ran into any trouble. At most, when she was super tired, Paimon got caught in some strange whirlpool and sucked out into sea. And even then, you fished Paimon out. Anyway, for Nahir's sake, maybe we should think about heading to our next
Fontaine.
Look who it is. Running into you
Oh,
in a
idea.
place like this? I can see you two still love wandering around.
Oh, it's Dia! Since when are we just wandering around? We're usually taking care of some serious business.
Yeah.
But never mind that. What brings you here?
I I just finished a commission in the desert for a usual client of mine. Nothing too interesting. Just escorting a shipment of goods. I'm on my way to report back.
Ah,
That's when
okay.
I saw you two all the way over there.
We're
Chatting
preparing
away.
to go to Fontaine, France.
Huh? You can't say I saw that coming. But you are travelers after all. I guess you'd never stay for too long in one place. Bumping into you like this will become a rarity. I'm starting to feel sad just thinking about it. Hey, how about I gather a few mercs to escort you two?
Thanks, but no need. Oh, Paimon had no clue you'd miss us so much. But don't worry, we'll come back to see everyone when we get a chance.
I mean, to be fair, we're
Sounds
kind of
good.
just
All
appearing.
you need to do to get to Fontaine is cross this stretch of desert and navigate some waterways. Knowing you two, I'm sure it won't be anything you can't handle. So, when are you leaving?
Journey should be spontaneous.
Oh, wait a sec. I just remembered there are still a few dishes in Sumeru that...
Who are you? Who the hell are you? That is
see.
concerning.
Guess you won't be needing a going-away party or anything. It's sad enough to see you go like that. Though, now that I think about it, Sumeru wouldn't be what it is today without you. Seems true heroes always prefer leaving quietly.
By the way, should we go say bye to Nahida?
She'll know from our dreams.
Oh, good point. No need to bother her in the real world.
Then, I guess this is goodbye for now, Traveler in Paimon. Whether as a client or a friend, you're always welcome to come find me.
That's nice. But yeah, that's something that I just thought of, like, we do kind of just, like, leave. We do kind of just appear, make friends, and then just leave. Take care.
Goodbye, dear. Bye-bye, Sumeru.
As we go around, it's literally just like we just leave. After settling matters to Sumeru, you approach the border with Fontaine. AKA, I already have a checkpoint there. Woo. In fact, I have a character from there, or I just need her brother. Okay, okay. Already need to get freaking, Animo wings for her. I'm going to need to at some point finish collecting the Animo wings, so I can have Lynette wear them. And I can't get the pirate wings for Lene till Natland. I've already marked a few. Dendro Oculi. I'm not Dendro, Hydro Oculi. For me to go on the inevitability of heavily diving into collecting Hydro Oculi. So I kind of am somewhat committed to actually bothering to, yep, because there's one over there. Somewhat committed to actually trying to collect all the Oculi here as they come out, instead of just, oh great, now I have a lot of Oculi, or oh great, now I don't know where the hell I'm supposed to be.
After crossing all that sand and water, we finally made it. Oh, this must be Fontaine's port.
Yep.
Wow, everything looks so advanced in Fontaine. Paimon's heard that the industry here is extremely developed, and there are all kinds of unusual machines.
Even more impressive than I expected.
Seeing the sights as a tourist is nice, but maybe it would be better if we found something to do. What do you think?
Okay. Let's start by meeting the Hydro Archon.
Yeah, Nahida gave us... Speaking of the Seven is probably still our best source for information at this point.
Also to find the truth.
Yeah, the more we can learn, the better. So, what do you think the Hydro Archon's like? Will we get along? Nahida said that she has a very unique personality. That means...
That's one way to put it, from
To learn
the
about
trailers
a
at least.
nation's God, start with the nation's people. There seems to be some locals talking over there. Let's go see if we can join the...
Everybody looks so refined. compared to like every other NPC.
Me, it's a tragedy how things ended for him. Clearly, he was a pretty decent person.
Yeah, I didn't
That's one way to
expect that kind of
start.
ending for him. I thought he would at least fight on a little longer for his family. I was expecting a sudden plot twist, but it's a pity that it never happened. Still, his story is quite the tearjerker.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Everybody here is upset. This is the nation. Oh my god.
Excuse me. Can I help you two? I couldn't help but notice you standing here listening.
Hi.
Hi.
We're travelers, new to Fontaine, and we had something we wanted to ask, but you seem to be really busy talking about some kind of play, so we didn't want to interrupt.
Play? Oh, no. We're talking about something that really happened. In fact, it's a case that was just heard a few days ago.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Like a real trial?
Uh-huh.
The way you were talking about it and the words you used just now made it sound like some kind of story.
Well, good tales are often based on true stories, aren't they? And what you see in reality may also be someone deliberately putting on an act while harboring ulterior motives. Whether something is true or not simply isn't that important. The main thing is whether the story being acted out on the stage is splendid enough. Oh, but it looks like you're not from around here. You probably don't know that the Fontaine Court of Justice is called the Opera Epiclese, or more commonly known as just the Opera House.
So they see. Okay. Okay. Wow, okay.
But, shouldn't court cases be treated a little more seriously than that? Not to question Fontaine's way of doing things. It's just that putting someone on trial is usually a very serious thing.
No worries. Other visitors to Fontaine have wondered the same thing. You could say that we just don't want to waste the moving stories behind those cases. And as for your worries about whether the cases are treated with due reverence, we have the absolutely just and honorable Chief Justice Neuvillette, as well as the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal.
What the hell does that mean? The Oratrice Mécanique de l'Analysis Cardinal. Huh. This is the nation of justice.
Is this some kind of machine, too? Oh, Paimon. Wait. Paimon almost forgot to ask you our question. Do you know what we should do if we want to meet the Hydro Archon?
Oh, that's easy. Just go to the Opera House. Lady Farina practically lives there. You could definitely say it's her biggest passion.
I think what they mean is that they wish to speak with the Archon personally. In that case, I'm afraid it's going to be a tad more difficult. You'll have to make an appointment well in advance, and it'll depend on whether or not she has a
Make an appointment.
Is the Hydro Archon super busy taking care of official stuff? Wait, didn't you say that she's always at the Opera House?
No. Lady Farina seldom takes an interest with the nation's affairs. The reason it's difficult to make an appointment is simply because she's incredibly popular.
That's right.
Okay.
After all, she is the Archon. Though she may tend to get a little dramatic from time to time, people can't get enough of her.
Fair. Okay.
First time Paimon's ever heard of an Archon being described that way.
Yeah.
Wait! Paimon gets it now! The Hydro Archon is kinda like a big celebrity here, right?
Yeah, I suppose. you could say that. Perhaps you could even say our mascot.
Mascot.
Come on. This is still Fontaine's Archon you're talking about.
Um,
You should show some more respect.
Yes, you're right. I guess I should at least try to be a little more respectful in front of visitors. Otherwise, I might get arrested and find myself face to face with Monsieur Neuvillette.
Come on. Sure, there's a lot of laws here, but nobody's going to be arrested for saying something disrespectful about the Hydro Archon.
seems people Fontaine really do like their Archon.
Thank you. At least we now know that we can find the Hydro Archon at the... But who knows how long making an appointment will take? Guess we could have a look around the city in the meantime. Hey! What are you looking over there for?
There's a random little girl, apparently. Oh!
Nothing's the matter.
Hi!
She isn't going to jump into the water, is she? Maybe we better go check on her.
Hi, Lynette. How are you? Prelude of Blanchère and Noircière, I think is what that's called. Hello, Lynette. I'm Lynette.
Hello
Hi.
there? Excuse me. Are you alright?
Huh? I'm fine. Thanks.
Oh, okay then. We just noticed that you seem to be worried about something.
About many things, actually. But there's nothing I can do but just keep my troubles to myself. I was just reminiscing about a place my brother and I would play when we were kids. It was just atop that hill over there. See?
You're pointing at the sea. Wait, are you saying that you and your brother lived in the water?
Maybe they're mermaids.
No people call the waters around Fontaine a sea. It's actually just an inland lake that's filled with fresh water.
Huh.
And no, I can still see that hill clearly in my memories. Now, it's been completely submerged. He would skip and jump, tossing sand in the wind. The sun shone brightly, and the air was filled with the scent of the sea. But now, the water is gradually swallowing our memories. It won't be long before it swallows us.
Okay, so she has some concern.
Sorry, Paimon doesn't really get what you mean.
I don't believe we...
Lenny, my boy!
Are you Lynette's new friends?
Oh, and you are?
Thanks for looking after my sister. She often comes here to reminisce about our childhood, that's all. There's no need for any concern.
Of course, that explains why they're the first characters, 'cause they straight up immediately freaking greet you.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Linny, and this is my sister Lynette. If I had to guess, I'd say you must be travelers from abroad.
Nice to meet you.
I need you.
My name is Paimon, and this is a traveler. We just arrived in Fontaine. We were just talking with your sister.
Your design is so
Even
freaking
though we
good.
didn't get what she was saying.
I see. It's unusual for Lynette to be so willing to talk with anyone. In fact, she seldom speaks at all. I'm usually the only one she ever talks to.
Oh, really? Then you two are just like us. Paimon's always the one talking for some reason.
But I just remain quiet like 90% of the time. Because you always steal all my lines.
That's what you think it is?
Yes!
I also think my brother can be too talkative at times.
Okay, already bonding with Lynette over everything. Lovely.
Seems you were right, Paimon. We are quite similar.
So, what did Lynette mean just now when she said that the water is engulfing your memories? And that it won't be long before it engulfs you too?
Oh, that. It's from a prophecy that's been circulating in Fontaine for some time now. Well, I suppose prophecy isn't exactly the right word, because that implies a certain amount of uncertainty. There's no doubt about what's happening in Fontaine now.
Okay.
Where to begin? Let's put that question on hold for a moment. We
Okay.
still haven't
I mean,
formally
that
greeted
is
each
that
other
is
yet.
fair.
Did all the introductions earlier not count?
Hello, traveler.
Uh-huh. It's a pleasure to meet you.
And hello, Paimon.
Hey! Why didn't Paimon get a handshake?
He just like kind of like wrap around hand on the right shoulder. Hello. You're great.
Please, don't take offense. Just consider it a sort of etiquette we have here in Fontaine when making new friends. You should remember it. It might prove useful.
Now, based on what I have a decent idea of Linnea, I'm not sure if that's proper etiquette in Fontaine, but you know.
Oh, alright then.
Okay.
Well, Paimon's just happy to have a local friend now.
Yes.
By the way, we were just getting ready to go to the Opera House to meet the Hydro Archon. Would you be able to show us the way?
So you're going to see Lady Farina? No problem at all. In fact, I was planning to go to the Opera House later myself. I'll gladly take you once I finish things here. Please, follow me.
Okay, so I'm enjoying this so far. Certainly not because I'm a fanboy for the twins at all. I've been waiting for them ever since their initial design was a thing. Totally not. Ah, yes. I thought it would be funny having dual Lynnettes.
You said you were going to see Lady Farina? Well, it seems
Really?
Lady Farina has come to see you.
Okay. 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 There's a sense of, like, regalness to the music.
Huh. So...
But also,
the Hydro Archon? But how did you know we were
there's
looking
a
for
waltz
him?
in there. Bum, 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 ba-da, bum, ba-da. It's a little bit of playfulness somewhat.
My dear people.
Oh
rich
god, I hate
and
her
poor,
voice.
Those with cup in hand and those with nothing at all. Raise your glasses in celebration. If you don't have one, then just raise your hand in lieu. As you can all see, two unfamiliar travelers have arrived in our nation. Come, let us make a toast in honor of this traveler and his companion, who have journeyed here from distant lands.
This is one way to go about things.
Is he talking about us?
Nobody seems to be holding a glass.
I've long heard of the turmoil and chaos you left in your wake as you visited other nations. But I welcome you nevertheless.
I like the
I have
heterochromatic
come to
eyes.
receive you personally.
I love her design. Farina Focalor's design looks really, really good. Just her voice annoys me, like almost as much as I'm gonna, of course, some things about myself here, but I guess like from Chloe from Miraculous Ladybug, that sort of just ridiculous type of attitude. It's weird to me. I love her like physical design. I love the different shades of blue. I love the white. I love the clothing choice. I love the heterochromatic eyes, the hairstyle, but like the voice is just like, huh. I mean, this is one way to go about this. I wouldn't say that we've been causing chaos in our wake. It's more along the lines of solving people's issues.
Fear is for insignificant cowards. I am a god, and I will never entertain the notion of such meaningless wariness. You can be rest assured. I see clearly your sincerity.
Like, I actually want to pull for her, because she just looks so good.
Taking an audience with me is the most sensible thing to do. It will allow you to truly behold my power and witness my authority.
No, we're just trying to find our sister.
Always gather under the correct banner.
What?
I, Focalor, hereby welcome you to the nation of Hydro and acknowledge the value and significance of your trip. Now, You may rejoice in this.
I'm sorry, it's just... She throws me for a loop compared to the other stuff. And, like, the music, you can easily tell it's somewhat, like, regal, but also playful, and then also kind of like, this is an act, you know, bow before the great Hydro Archon.
Paimon still can't believe it. Feels like we've only been here for a few minutes.
Because we have! We just arrived here, met a magician's, like, magical sister slash twin sister that may or may not be a robot slash puppet, and then we met him, and then we befriended them, and now she's here.
But the Hydro Archon's entrance was, how should Paimon describe it? A little...
Yeah. Yeah, a little, just a tiny bit over the top.
Miss Hydro Archon? How did you know we were coming?
I see.
She's just standing like...
Outlanders, you inevitably lack even some of the most basic understanding. Don't forget that even the gods can be divided into the mediocre and the excellent. I suppose it's only natural for you to be awestruck by my abilities.
You've not done anything.
You had best stop and consider. Do you really have the noble qualities and etiquette necessary to communicate with a god? All it takes is a flick of my finger for me to know everything about you.
Whoa. Talk about sounding high and mighty.
Yeah, feels like she can't get over herself.
Oh? What's with these looks? Perhaps the welcoming ceremony still isn't enough?
I love her theme, though.
Should I say then?
Is she
Are we, I'm not the...
Oh, I didn't expect to see Lady Farina here. What a surprise!
She's making her move. Farina's gonna shut that down immediately.
Does this mean they're the legendary blonde traveler? How did I not notice before?
Hey, what's all the commotion? Oh, is that Lady Farina? Is there some kind of drama going on?
Oh, they just did not know.
That's the blonde traveler. The one all those stories are about. Lady Farina came here.
A duel of the... What?
Oh, I bet this is going to be the duel of the century.
For what? I don't understand.
See this. I knew Lady Farina would never disappoint.
It may sound like over dramatic, like with my reaction to what's happening, but like every character is being over dramatic, and I'm just sitting here. This is my genuine reaction. What the? What kind of fight her? Is it?
Yes, but don't get too excited now. My dear believers and spectators alike tend to get quite rowdy, and despite the noise, I've come to tolerate all their ruckus. You may consider this my reward to all of you. I have determined that there will be an epic duel.
Why? What did I do to you?
From another land.
Okay.
Just as you were hoping to see.
Now she wants to fight.
Fight? Aren't we getting a little ahead of ourselves?
Fighting gods, I got a resume! I mean, that's not wrong. That is... That I'm known to fight gods. Let's go. I got my dull blade out, the weapon, the God Slayer freaking fought like a... like seven-headed snake thing.
Might I remind you that this is a duel against the divine?
I love her. Like, besides her voice, I love her. Everything about her. Oh my god. I love Fontaine character designs. They are so good. Oh my god. I guess I just have my own personal fashion taste.
What are you trying to do, Traveler? Provoking a god in front of her people?
What do you mean? She's the one that... she's the one that wants to fight me!
Stand down, Clarence.
This is just a show.
Bravery. You have the courage
This is just a
to
show.
draw their sword against a god. He is obviously a true warrior. Unfortunately, people nowadays only crave to be thrilled, and a mere duel will not slake their thirst for excitement.
Oh, yeah, she's right. Just a duel wouldn't be all that interesting.
On Arrhenius, criminals are always requesting duels to defend their honor. I'm getting a bit old, to tell the truth.
You see, then, as the god of justice, I shall face
A
this
duel
traveler
in the
another
court.
kind of duel. A duel in court.
What does... Okay.
All right. Now
Am I gonna be... What am I gonna be on trial for? You can't arrest me for anything. I've just arrived at your port.
Right. This is Fontaine, after all. Such a grand opera house, it would be a pity not to use it.
Why do you care so much about the crowd's reactions? Seems you've spent a little too much time in the opera. Besides, how exactly do you plan to have a duel in court? You mean you're going to put it...
Exactly! We literally... The game is self-aware! Oh my god, that's one thing I actually like about Genshin. Yeah, it has its ups and downs with the resin system. And, like... somewhat of with the pull, specifically the weapon banner, and like some of the voice acting, but I love the fact that the Traveler is just me. Like 90% of at least half the response, like times that I get response options, it's literally my thought process. I was mentioning earlier, we haven't done anything. We literally just got here. How can you arrest us? Immediately the two options. We haven't committed any crimes and we literally just got here.
Oh, we have reason to put you on trial. It's obvious, isn't
Well,
it?
no, it's not.
According to Fontaine law, no one is permitted to release any flying objects within Fontaine city limits during the first 3 days of each month. You are clearly guilty of violating this law, no?
What did I do? Wait, is she trying to charge me for the fact that I shot out of my boat? It's... when I don't even know the rules of fun... Is that what this is about?
Oh, so that's what they've done wrong. That's Our Lady Farina. No one knows the laws of Fontaine like she does.
You call that obvious? What kind of law is that?
Wait, there's about Paimon! Ah, yes! How dare you release flying objects on the first 3 days of every month? That is a very specific law that I'm not even sure if, like, it even exists. You have an object that is floating. I mean, I guess you got me there. I guess you got me there, you know. I guess you got me there, because Paimon, is obviously not a living thing. It's my flying emergency food, so crap.
Precisely. Now, if you two have no objections, then in the name of the Hydro Archon, I order you...
Her voice is growing on me. I actually...
Lady Farina, I don't mean to spoil the fun, but if you would allow me to interject, I don't think that Paimon here meets the definition.
No, shut up. I actually want to go to jail for this. Let me have this, Lenny.
Tell her, Winnie. Finally, someone who's not crazy. How could anyone call Paimon a flying object?
Yeah, she's emergency food.
Great magician Linny, my beloved citizen. I'll permit you to object. But how exactly do you plan to prove your claim?
As a magician who just rained on your parade, I naturally should shoulder the responsibility of saving the show.
This is literally just... I love this. I love this. Like, Sumeru, the first half of Sumeru was very tiring, but so far I enjoy this. I heavily enjoy this. This is great. Like, I also am kind of thinking they're having, like, a little bit of, like, underlying conversation in this while, like, everything... This is a grand spectacle that's happening.
So, with such an audience gathered here, allow me to perform a trick for everyone.
Okay. Oh? Uh-huh.
Ta-da!
What's that on Pyron's back? Hey, when did you do that?
And when they patted you on the back... Oh, when he shook my hand and patted... It's a collar. Oh... Yeah, that was a sneaky... That was a sneaky move.
There. As you can all clearly see, Paimon should be classified as, well, something like a balloon. This rope has been in the traveler's hand all along. It was just that no one could see it before.
Doesn't that still fit the definition of a flying object?
Huh? You call that magic? You've got to be joking.
I thought it was pretty good. Nice one.
Huh. I'm not sure what to think. It seems Lady Farina's charges no longer hold water.
Amusing. Very amusing, Linny. Just the sort of unexpected twist that I enjoy. With you here, today's performance can finally be called complete.
I enjoy this a lot. This is I don't know what, it's just, I just enjoy this. I enjoy this. This is story that I enjoy. I enjoy Fontaine stuff. Like, I know I'm probably going to enjoy Shineznaya. I'm very likely going to enjoy this. Natland, it depends.
In which case, consider the matter of your trial resolved. The god of justice will not bring charges against an innocent person. But when there are valid grounds, I will not only judge travelers from abroad, but even the gods of other lands. I look forward to seeing you.
She's growing on me.
At the Opera House, Mr. Linny and Miss Lynette. That's enough for now. Toodaloo!
I'm genuinely...
She's gone! Well...
Yeah.
That's the most unpredictable Archon Paimon's ever seen.
Yeah.
He never even had a chance to ask her anything. But that's a problem for future Paimon. That whole scene just now was really...
Do you know that was going to happen?
Don't mention it. I just happened to remember that there was such a law, so I did a little preparation, just in case. I didn't think it would actually come in handy. So... now do you see what kind of god Lady Farina is?
She can be a bit confusing at times, but she is still amenable to reason.
Confusing? Is she really that reasonable?
Paimon had no idea you were a magician, Linny. It sounded like you'll be performing at the Opera House, right?
I just know a few simple tricks I use to make a living. Lynette is my assistant. It will actually be my first time performing on the most prestigious stage in Fontaine. The Opera House.
But isn't the Opera House where criminals trial?
Yes, but apparently it's also it's entertainment.
No trials being held.
Yeah.
The Opera House hosts a variety of other performances. To the people of Fontaine, the line between a trial and a performance can be a little blurred. And speaking of performances, I would be remiss to forego this opportunity gifted by fate. Might I invite the two of you to see
I
me
would
perform?
love
My
to.
brother's always excited to make new friends.
Oh, sure. We don't really have anything to do now, and we wanted to go to the Opera House anyway.
No.
Splendid. In that case, why don't we go together? I'll show you the way. I just have something to take care of first.
Is there any way I can help?
You really mean it? Then I'll take you up on your offer.
He seems very friendly.
This is a magical item known as a magic pocket. Perhaps you can help me distribute them to the people here.
Magic pocket.
Huh? What are they going to use it for?
About that. You asked me before about the prophecy, right? Let me start by telling you a little more about what it entails. I'm not sure exactly when it began, but a prophecy has been circulating around Fontaine. It says that every person in Fontaine is born with sin. No matter how the nation of justice holds trial after trial, this sin cannot be absolved. Until one day, the water levels in Fontaine will rise, and the sinful people will slowly be drowned. In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
That sounds pretty gloomy.
Yeah.
Why are people in Fontaine?
There are lots of guesses. Some say that the ancestors of Fontaine stole the power of the seas and stirred its wrath. Others say that the people of Fontaine never heeded the first Hydro Archon's warnings and offended Celestia. But here in Fontaine, evidence is what matters. There hasn't been concrete evidence for any of these claims, so they can only be regarded as conjecture.
If even the people in Fontaine don't know what sin they committed, wouldn't it be better just to ignore the prophecy completely? Why bother feeling guilty all the time?
That's exactly what the people did at first. But in the last few years, the water levels in Fontaine have actually started rising.
But now the water's engulfing our memories.
Many places have already been completely submerged, and now lie beneath the sea.
Many people carry on with their lives as before and shrug it off as a natural phenomenon. But my family and I think that the people of Fontaine shouldn't ignore the possibility, which would end up sentencing them to death. We hope that at least the people who reside near the waterfront can move away before it's too late. So, we've started distributing magic pockets to them. As a magical item, these magic pockets have astonishing capacity.
Is this literally just a bag of holding?
Come in handy when people are moving their belongings.
Oh, Paimon gets it! It's like preparing for a rainy day!
And there's no way to present it.
Perhaps only absolute power could ever contend with such a catastrophe. But who knows? We're just tiny specks in the grand scheme of things. Now, if you'd like to help, then please give these magic pockets to any...
Okay, so just give people magic pockets. Hello, good sir. May I fancy you in a magical pocket?
So you're the blonde traveler?
Yep. Take.
Oh, a magic pocket? Seems you really thought of everything. I guess it's better to prepare for the worst and hope for the best.
Yeah.
Thanks. Please, also thank the magician on my behalf when...
Okay. Boop.
I can't wait to give her my gift.
Bam.
Huh? I don't want that thing.
You will take the
It's
magic
all about
pocket.
living in the moment. What use is there in worrying about the future all the time? We'll cross that bridge.
You should still take it. You never know when it'll come in handy.
Oh, all right, fine. Thanks. It's just that if I start moving, that means I've already given up on the life I have now. I'd really rather...
I like this place. This place is nice. Where is the final person that I need to deliver the magic... Oh, all the way on the other side of the thing. Okay. Boop. Hello, Agareu. Agareu? Agareu.
What's this? So you also believe in the prophecy?
What? You mean you don't believe in the prophecy?
No, I believe in the prophecy. But I also believe in another story. The story says that people once lived in the ocean. They were one with the ocean and couldn't live apart from it. But as time wore on, people desired to live on land and developed blood vessels, encapsulating the sea within their bodies. Thus could people set foot on land. So, if you ask me, when the water rises and takes us all, it'll be like we're going home.
Oh, we hadn't heard that one before. But people can't live underwater.
All right, I'll take it. I guess I just feel that being dissolved into the water doesn't necessarily mean death.
Huh. That is definitely one way to see that. That is one way to see things. Huh. That's just an interesting thought. Lynette, dressing room. Glider. So I'm going to want to put this on her, but I can't right now, so I'll put the Wings of Shimmering Galaxy on. I need to collect these. That looks so good. That looks so freaking good. I need to collect all these. All of these I need to collect. I do need to collect all of them. Hey. Lenny! Lynette, hello! It is I have given everybody magical pockets.
You already handed out all of the magic pockets? That was fast. So, what did people have to say? I bet you heard some, interesting opinions.
People are pretty stubborn.
Yes, but that will change once disaster strikes. I know they'll change their minds, so it's only right to help them prepare.
Is there anything else you need to do before we leave?
Yes, one last thing. I have the magic pockets made by a workshop in the court of Fontaine. Since we're out and about, I was thinking about bringing him some more materials.
Okay.
So, you want to collect materials? Just tell us what the materials look like, and we'll help. Many hands make light work.
Oh, that would be much appreciated. We'll need some Romaritime flowers. I remember seeing them near the waterfront on the east side of the harbor.
Are those things I'm gonna need to get? Because if so, I think I might actually need that for, I think I do need those.
It seems we have to use Hydro to collect Romaritime flowers.
Water jet!
Maritime flowers. Do I need that for the ascension of Lynette? No, I need, Lumadol bells, found in the north of the court of Fontaine, and artificed spare clockwork component. They're chopped by Icewind Sweet, so I'm going to need to farm Icewind Sweet for her. Okay.
Water jet!
I might as well collect them all. They're free, they're free stuff. Marcoette, that's a new flower. Okay. That's interesting.
You made quick work of that. I can tell you're an maybe next time you'll feel like helping too, Lynette.
No way. I'm in power-saving mode today. Otherwise, I fear I may not have any energy left for the performance at the Opera House.
Fine. though the performance is still a long way off. Now that we're finished here, we should get ready to head back to the Court of Fontaine.
So, we're going to the Court
two.
of Fontaine before we head to the Opera House? Good. Paimon wants a tour of Fontaine's largest city and...
Did we just ignore, because it said try and then it was cut off?
Wait, shh. Have you noticed that person over there? The young girl.
Yes.
Huh? What's wrong with her? Paimon didn't notice anything.
She's obviously a thief. Magicians and thieves practice similar methods. We divert attention, and a distracted audience is one that won't discover what you're really doing. Watch her movements carefully.
Huh.
Oh, he's right!
Shh, keep your voice down. We need to think of a way to catch her, but it seems she's very alert. You two can ride the lift over there and wait up top. I bet that'll be her escape route if she tries to run.
Okay.
All right.
So we're just gonna catch a thief. Good to know. How to catch a thief, eh? Oh, I just realized the person's gone. The random knight is gone. Okay. Okay. Time to ride the lift. Hell, that's gonna give me more summons, so I'm heavily looking forward to being able to do more summons. Hopefully I can get lucky. I have a guaranteed Lenny now. I just need to get to everything. After a while, so...
This is the spot where Lenny wanted us to wait.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh, look! Isn't that her?
Ready to stop her.
Oh no! Did she notice us? What should we do? Should we chase her?
The rest is up to Lenny.
You're right. She might
Wait, no sign of thief.
Nothing's happened for a while now. Paimon wonders if Lenny caught the thief.
Let's go find Lenny.
Let's go.
Now we have to go back down. Oh, no, there. Yep. There he
Are
is.
you sure that's all she took? You should check to make sure you're not missing anything else.
No, that was all. Oh, I can't thank you enough. I didn't notice a thing earlier. Anyway, I should be going now. Thanks again.
Oh, were you returning what the thief had stolen?
That's right. Pity I wasn't able to catch her. She distracted me by dropping the thing she stole on the ground. By the time I looked back, she was already gone.
I saw the general direction she went, but Lenny twisted his ankle, and I needed to make sure he was okay.
Oh, such a caring twin sister.
Did you get hurt?
I'll be all right. It's just a twisted ankle, that's all. In fact, it's feeling better already.
If you want to play at being a hero, at least try not to get hurt doing it. Imagine what would happen if you managed to derail our performance as a result.
You're right. Sorry, Lynette. I have to admit that the thief was even more skilled than I had anticipated. But at least we were able to get the stolen items back, so it wasn't a complete failure.
What a slippery little thief. Guess things turned out all right in the end, though. Lenny's initiative paid.
All right, let's put this little detour behind us.
Yep, we should head to the Court of Fontaine. We should continue our progression, ride the Aquabaris. The Aquabaris. Oh no, I didn't pick up those items. Oh, that's embarrassing. Left my random items floating on the ground.
what?
Yeah.
This is an aquabus. It allows people to travel between several key locations around Fontaine. It's pretty convenient, but the ride can become a little dull after a while. The scenery is always the same. That's why it's better to travel with friends.
So you mean it's still boring, even when I'm riding with you?
No, that's not what I meant. It's just that,
You
well,
don't really,
you don't really
talk
that
much.
Besides, it doesn't really feel like a real trip when it's just the two of us. It's the same as being at home.
Whatever.
I love these two sibling relationship. That's great.
It's like to be an older brother.
It's about time for us to leave. Let's get on board.
I want my items. No, my items. No. Oh god, that's Charlotte. Okay, hello Charlotte.
Oh, excuse me. Aren't you the great magician Linny and his assistant Lynette?
Hello? I don't believe...
Okay, so she's Cryo. Okay.
I'm Charlotte, a reporter for the Steambird.
Nice to meet you. From the Steambird, huh? We've often relied on your paper to promote our performances.
It's an honor to meet you.
Wait, could that be the legendary traveler who's been making headline after headline in their journey across Tibet?
I guess so.
Amazing! You recognize everybody almost immediately! I wouldn't be much of a reporter if I didn't know who's who, would I? Wow, today must be my day. Who knew I would end up on the same boat as so many VIPs? Could my vision finally be showing me some favor? So, Charlotte, what do you usually report on? Well, when there isn't any breaking news, I mainly cover the trials at the Opera House. You
Okay.
can still manage to keep readers' attention as long as you tell things from a clever enough angle, even if it's the same old topics. For example, reporting on how a scammer once deceived vulnerable girls into relationships, or how a financial criminal was once so poor that they ate a single piece of bread for 5 days.
Yeah, and I would want to read those.
That's fine and all, but what I'm really after is exclusive, sensational news pieces that could shake the country. These smaller stories are a waste of my talent. Oh, I just remembered. I've been following a case lately. Well, a series of cases, actually.
You mean the serial disappearances of young women case?
That's right.
Huh.
These stories are the talk of the town right now, and it's probably the most mysterious case we've ever seen. If I'm the first with a draft ready to publish when the case is finally cracked, and it's the headline story in the Steambird, oh, when that happens, I bet all the other reporters will shed tears of envy. I've already gathered all kinds of materials. I just can't wait for the truth to be revealed. So, what is the serial?
Yeah.
That's right. The first missing girl case happened almost 20 years ago, and ever since, after a period of time, another girl disappears. What the cases have in common is that the girls are all of a similar age, and that they've all vanished without a trace. But the scariest part is that to this day, none of the girls have ever been found. Many suspects have been arrested over the years in connection with this case, but shortly after each arrest, another disappearance would always happen.
Maybe they're
Yes,
copycats?
possible. But either way, I believe that every case has some precise truth behind it, waiting to be exposed.
Yes, I agree. And at the very least, the family of those missing girls deserves some sort of explanation. I just imagine
This is very
for a second
peaceful,
what I would
just a
do
very
if Lynette were to
peaceful
suddenly
ride.
disappear. I'd pay any price to get her back, and then find a way to track down the culprit.
Please don't imagine that, Linny.
Very caring older brother. You continue talking on the aquabus, and before you know it, you've arrived at your destination. I've been heavily enjoying this. The story has been good so far. Mainly blown away by, Farina.
Hey, we're almost there, look!
Oh. I like that musical swap. Kind of has like a little bit of like mystery. And then it's a waltz, obviously, because this is a more France-inspired. I love waltzes. Ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da. One thing Genshin has is really good music. With all the different shots of overall the court. Boom. We have arrived.
I really enjoyed chatting with you. Life should be full of pleasant little surprises like this. Yeah, us as well. The ride went by too. I have an interview to get to. I should get going before I'm late. Okay. Paimon hopes we can chat again soon, Charlotte. See ya. Bye now. Oh, be sure to stop by and see me at the Steamberg when you have time. What a tough job. Always running around and interviewing everyone. Well, where should we go now?
If you don't mind, how about we stop by my home first?
Hey.
Besides...
Sure, we wouldn't mind at
Okay.
all. This city is so huge, Paimon wouldn't know where to start anyway.
Okay. There's his home. So right now we're just walking in Fontaine. It's a beautiful looking place. Very big too. And I'm in a current situation where I can't even see the town. I think it's up. Yeah, it's further up over here. Right? Or is it... I'm trying to find... I'm trying to find where I can... Okay, so this is okay. I'm like just trying to figure out how the hell I'm supposed to get to there. Well, blacksmith is down here. There we go. I think. No? No. I need... Oh? I guess I can't. That's annoying. I want to see the whole map, but I guess I can't. Right now. This is the blacksmith, a steel, so that's cool. But I can't, like, properly progress without... I guess without visiting their house, so I guess I'll visit their house first.
Over here.
Oh, that's cute. They have like a nice little like house on the
This is our
the bridge.
current abode. Ah, Fremine, you're home.
Oh, there's Fremine.
Where did everyone else go? I have some new friends that I would like to introduce.
Oh, is this the orphanage?
They all just went out a moment ago.
I see. Everyone is getting busier now that Father will be returning soon. I suppose that can't be helped. Allow me to introduce you to my little brother, Fremine. He is a phenomenal diver.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
What a talented
very
family.
glad to have a diver as a brother, Linny.
Linny, could you come here for a moment?
What is it, Fremine? Do you have something to tell me?
Go ahead. This is not concerning at all.
Okay, I see.
Is everything all right?
Oh, it's nothing. We were just discussing a little housework. Sorry for the interruption. Oh, before I forget, the Traveler and I collected more materials to make magic pockets. Were you able to get any, Fremine?
Yes, I went diving and gathered lots of materials.
That's right, she has little freckles. Aw.
That's our Fremine, always quick with the underwater work. All right, I'll take these to the workshop.
Love the sibling stuff. The name father is somewhat concerning and somewhat not. That guy's having a mental crisis. Is running down the...
Looks like rain.
Oh, you're right. But wasn't it clear and sunny just a moment ago? Fontaine's weather sure is weird.
I'm afraid that's just how it is here. It often rains on days where there are trials being held in the Opera House, but don't worry, it'll clear up soon.
What's wrong, Fremine?
There's a legend about the rain that I tend to believe. It's said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine. Though we don't know where the dragon went, every time it weeps, the skies will cloud up and pour out rain. When I was a child, my mother told me that if I wanted to go outside and play, I should yell toward the sky at the top of my lungs. Hydro Dragon! Hydro Dragon! Don't cry!
Could the Hydro Dragon be the elemental dragon of Fontaine, maybe? Or another one of the elemental dragons with the vat?
If it's an elemental dragon, then having the power to make it rain wouldn't be very unusual. Let Paimon try something. Hydro Dragon, don't cry!
Doesn't seem to be of any use. It is just a legend after all.
You know, you might be a more popular magician if you understood the concept of romanticism.
You might be more popular if you actually, like, you know, went along with what people
It might be because we've never met the Hydro Dragon. Perhaps it can't be comforted by the words of strangers.
Okay, and then the rain stops eventually?
It rained for longer than I suspected. Oh, it's already getting late.
Was there something you needed to do, Linny?
Yeah, some preparations for the show at the Opera House. I need to find a way to catch the last aqua bus of the day. On the day of the performance, just ride the aqua bus to the island of Araneus. I'll have Lynette meet you at the fountain in front of the Opera House.
Okay, see you at the performance, my guy.
Are you leaving now?
What is it, Fremine? I'm in a hurry. Oh, I get it. You feel nervous delivering the materials for the magic pockets, is that it? Perhaps we could trouble the Traveler to help us take these materials to the Beaumont workshop and deliver them to the owner there? I'm afraid that Fremine can be quite introverted, and the boss there tends to be pretty talkative. Fremine has always been a little afraid of her.
No trouble at all. Don't worry.
Sorry for the inconvenience. I'm quite useless when it comes to such tasks. I'll think of a way to make it up to you.
Oh, no need. This will be a walk in the park.
Okay.
Come on up.
I like the music. Talk to the blacksmith. Hello, lady.
Oh, hello there. New customers? Looking to buy? Or
We
do you
need
something
magic
made?
pockets.
Oh, no. We're just here to deliver some materials. Here they are.
Ah, these must be for magic pockets. I could tell right away. I've already made several orders worth now.
You need
No,
to
no
pay?
need. They've already prepaid several batches worth. When they told me what they'd be using them for, I even offered them a discount, but they insisted on paying the full amount, saying that I had a business to run. It seems both are...
Whoa. So, is Lenny actually loaded?
I can't say for sure, but who knows? Maybe there's good money to be made being a magician.
I mean, it is literally everybody trying to go for the thing that entertains them, so what better child than a magician?
You used to make stuff here? It looks really advanced.
Why use your hands when a machine can do the work? It would be a waste not to use the latest technology. And wasting is a kind of crime.
But where does a big machine like that get its power?
Well, it's a little complicated. I'm not sure I can put it in layman's terms for you, but basically, everything we usually use here in the city is powered by indemnitium. It's a type of energy that's produced from trials.
Huh? How can trials produce energy?
Well, I'm not completely sure of all the details myself, but basically, when a trial is in session, the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale harvests people's belief in justice and converts it into energy to be used all around Fontaine.
So that's what its other function
Huh.
is? Paimon heard that the Oratrice was created by the Archon to make judgment, but Paimon still doesn't get it. How could something unreliable like people's beliefs be turned into a stable power source for these machines?
Gotta rely on belief to obtain power.
Oh, yeah. So that means the Hydro Archon relies on the machine to take the energy created
Yeah,
by...
Even
basically.
though I've never heard anyone really put it that way before, it sounds like it makes sense. Besides indemnitium, we have another type of energy called mumusia. It isn't produced by the power of the Archon, but it is unstable by nature. Even now, it still cannot be widely used by civilians.
I thought I'd find you hard at work, but here you are chatting the day away. Since you're already
Okay.
You again! Didn't I already promise you that I'd have the more I owe to Confrérie of Cabriere by next month? Why are you hounding me now?
Yeah, but how do we know that you won't go running off by the end of this month?
Oh my god.
I want 50% today. Wait, no? 70%.
Huh?
Am I gonna have to beat people up?
Seems business isn't so great for the workshop. We've already
Seems
finished
the
our job and
case of
delivered
somebody
the materials.
owing somebody else money.
Now's a good time to leave.
Hey, hold on. Before you go
Child!
around trying to collect payments, why don't you settle your own debts first? If Confrérie of Cabriere wants to poach clients from Northland Bank, that's fine. But I'm afraid you still owe the bank a hefty sum of mora. So why don't we work things out between us first, before you get back to your little conversation here?
You're from Northland Bank. But we said we'll pay everything we owe next month. Why are you hounding me now?
Oh, they owe money to the Northland Bank, so they're cashing in the debt early to pay off the Northland... Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Traveler, Paimon! I didn't think I'd run into you here in Fontaine. What are the chances?
We're surprised to see you too. What are you doing here in Fontaine? You didn't want to stay in Snezhnaya?
You sure seem to have run into a lot of friends today.
Long story short, I've already been in Fontaine for some time now, and honestly, things have been pretty boring. But it seems that fate brought our paths together today. Not only will I have some good friends here now, but ones who always seem to find trouble. Either way you look at it, it seems things are going to get a lot more interesting now.
Pretty sure we'd want to avoid anything that you'd find interesting. Besides, our trip here has gone pretty well so far.
I'm never mind a little excitement.
Hey, you, Northland Bank boy. Aren't you forgetting something?
Don't interrupt. It's not often I run into the Traveler like this. Why don't you wait for me over there?
You kidding? Aren't you the one looking for us? You really expect us to sit and twiddle our thumbs while you catch up with your friend? Listen to me, boy. If you want your mora, fine. Why don't you come and take it?
You should not have said that.
Hey, I just said not to interrupt. Oh, by the way, Traveler, the last time I took Tonya and Tusser ice fishing, Tusser said...
Oh yeah, because...
Hey! That's way over the line! All right, boys, let's see who has to pay up now.
Can you at least let me finish one sentence? Fine. Though the bank told me not to get rough with our clients, you're the ones who started it. This is an act of self-defense. You two will have to be my witnesses, okay?
Go ahead. Tear them apart.
I'm sure this won't take long.
Oh.
let your guard down.
It's my child. Yeah, you're dead. Okay.
What's your deal, Brat? How are you so strong if you're just a staffer from Snezhnaya's Northland Bank? Wait.
Oh, now you notice. It's a little late, don't you think? Just make sure you understand that you don't mess with Northland Bank. Got it? Huh?
Now's my chance!
Huh. That was weird.
Okay, issues with Hydro.
I'm not sure. It's as if I suddenly lost control of my hydro powers when I needed them. Maybe there's something wrong with my vision?
Strange. How could that happen? First time Paimon's ever heard of someone losing control of their vision.
Never mind. It doesn't matter. If I want to stay sharp, I shouldn't be relying too much on my vision anyway. Besides, I always have my delusion in case I need it.
You better not use your delusion too often.
Child, I don't see its work for Northland Bank.
Well, I guess it's because I've been in a bad mood lately.
Huh? What kind of reason is that? Wait, since when do you feel down about anything?
I don't know. Maybe I still have a lot to learn about myself. But recently, there seems to be some sort of restless power stirring inside of me. And I don't know why, but every now and then I feel like I'm in a terrible mood.
Maybe you losing control of your vision just now is connected with that power you're feeling.
That is a possibility.
It's about this power.
I can't remember if I ever mentioned it before, but when I was 14, I fell into some unknown abyss. It was during that time I learned nearly all of my abilities. The one who took me under her wing and taught me was named Skirk. She was always quiet and very mysterious. Nobody knew where she came from or what she had been through, and she was always very strict when teaching me combat techniques. One time, I asked her why she was willing to take me on as an apprentice. From what I could make of her answer, it was because I had awakened it, and traces of it remained on me. She said that all my combat training would be useful in the future.
But what is it? What did you awaken?
She never explained that. But my guess is that it's related to a dream I saw when I had just fallen into that abyss. In my dream, I was in the deepest depths of the sea, and the boundless seabed was all around me. But in front of me appeared a whale that was so massive, I felt like I could...
A whale? Oh, that sounds familiar! When we fought against you before, you summoned a huge whale that seemed to leap at us. Is that the one?
That's just an abstract form of a whale that I create using my elemental powers. It takes that shape because the scene I dreamt of the whale has always been stuck in my mind. I'll never forget it.
So you used the whale as inspiration for one of your moves? Huh. Seems a little twisted to Paimon.
The power inside of you is probably connected to the incident in the abyss.
Go ask your master. Maybe
she's dead.
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching for Master Skirk and that unknown abyss. But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing. There isn't even a trace of the place where I remember falling into the abyss.
Oh, it sounds like some kind of ghost story.
Yeah, I'm out of leads at this point, but there's nothing more I can do. It seems that strange encounters in this world tend to be elusive like that. Oh, seems the time really flies when I'm talking with you. I just remembered I have somewhere else I need to be, so I should get going.
What?
Okay.
More work for the Northland Bank?
No, it's more of a personal appointment. Lately, I've been sparring with some of Fontaine's official champion duelists whenever I'm feeling bored.
Official champion duelists? You mean it's their job to duel?
Yep. In Fontaine, before a criminal goes to court, they're given one chance. The champion duelists are all-powerful fighters selected from among the nation's best. And the duel itself is a no-holds-barred fight with no specified stopping point. So engaging in such a duel is regarded as a symbol of defending your honor. If a criminal manages to win the duel, they'll be acquitted. But if they lose, they'll have no choice but to stand trial. And the worst case scenario is that you're simply killed in the duel. Though it's rumored that Fontaine has a death penalty. From what I can tell. So really, the only people who opt to duel are those who have suffered a grave injustice in being accused, or those who greatly value their honor. Otherwise, why gamble with your life?
So, do many people actually get out of their trials by winning?
Apparently, it's exceedingly rare for anyone to actually win. Fontaine probably enacted this system as a way to show that the nation respects the honor of it. Besides, none of the champion duelists are to be trifled with, which is exactly why I was itching to face them as soon as I got... Apparently the one I'm meeting today, Clarend, is the strongest of the champion duelists. I had been asking her for some time before she finally agreed to face me today.
Well, that's child for ya. Paimon feels like we heard that name somewhere before. Clarend. Huh.
One with the Hydro Archon.
Oh, before I forget, I want you to have this.
Okay.
Huh? Your vision? You're seriously just giving it away?
I'm just worried that it could become uncontrollable again. I'd be pretty upset if it got in the way of my duel, so I think I'll be better off without it for now. Besides, I just need you to hold on to it for a short while. I'll come retrieve it when I have some time later.
Paimon knows what you're up to. You just want an excuse to come talk to us again, don't you?
Whatever gave you that idea? I'll be in touch.
We're very likable people.
That sneaky guy. He said he's been feeling down lately, but he seemed the same as ever to Paimon. Well, since we don't have much to do for now, we might as well walk around and see the city before Lenny's performance. Wow! Who could have seen that coming? The reporter who was barely around for most of the story was the murderer all along!
Don't blurt it out. Come on.
Sorry. Paimon was just surprised, that's all. Paimon never saw that twist coming. The murder mystery novels here are amazing! The whodunits here in Fontaine are a lot different than the light novels you see from Yai Publishing House. Both have their merits, but Paimon thinks this style of novels are more...
Novel?
It's so exciting to reach the moment when the mystery is uncovered, especially in the one Paimon was just reading. You should buy a copy and read it too.
You already spoiled who the murderer is.
Sorry about that. Paimon will be... hey. Shouldn't we be heading to the Opera House to see Lenny's...
Yes. Yes, we should.
I think that the Opera House is on there anyway. So let's go ride the Aquabus.
Just, oh yeah, by the way, blah, 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 blah. It's just like, goddamn you, Paimon, you spoiled everything. In relic recreation of the nature, you will need to gather types of collectibles. Recommended collection sites will be marked on your map for certain items. Showing up will be displayed. Before challenge starts, you have to choose the challenge content through conversations with Melodite. Resources granted by Landline Blossom Soda challenge completions will depend on the content chosen. The blazing twin-horn crown atop the Empire of Fire and Iron is a pyro organ that enables melee elemental attacks and Dota defenses. Should its elemental shield be broken at the right time using elemental reactions, the fight will be made easier. Okay, so it's literally just, I'm just getting rewarded for gathering stuff. Defeat 5 Fontaine Aberrants, defeat 5 Clockwork Mechas. That's cool. I'm just getting rewards for the event. Armory Time Flowers. Clicked. That's cool. Breacher Primus, Tainted Hydro Phantasm, Icewind Sweet. Fight those. Defeat the Nemesis of Copulius. Defeat the Dirge of Copulius. Emperor of Fire and Iron. Defeat Emperor of Fire and Iron. Destroy the Emperor of Fire and Iron Twin Molten Horns one time. So it's just, here's some metric crap ton of rewards for just playing the game. Okay. And I could get more polls. Probably won't get me to Lenny, but, you know, I can hope. I can hope. Am I still going to be unable to reach the... I want to reach the thingy. Station Main Hall, Clementine Lane, and then Navia Lane. I want this. Bam. Noble Hearts. Bop. So that's where Icewind Sweet is. That's in the Opera Eclipsia area. And if I want to keep going, I have so many... sometimes I can't teleport away points into ancient pins bearing such sub-icons. These symbols indicate that destination located is multi-layered area. After you unlock the corresponding map layer, you can interact with said points to open up the corresponding sub-map. Using layer markers on the right. Switch between layers in the same group. Okay. Browsing map layers, a sub-icon of map pins for the current layer will appear. Dotted lines will indicate quest targets. Oh gosh, this is so complicated for me. This is all undersea stuff. So there's this, which this is just the domain of items. And then where's the domain of... How much amount of Marcotte grow? Trying to figure out where everything is. Because apparently right here is where the Golden Troop is. And the Marquee Hunter. So I'm going to want that. So I'm going to have to go to that island at some point. Here's where the Emperor of Fire and Iron is, which I'm going to need to fight him at some point. Leave. Thank you. Here we go. Wait for the Aquabus. After a while, Aquabus appear. I hop on... Oh, fuck. Damn. Okay. Hello. So... You're... I'd like to ask about that. It's Fontaine, many difference between us and humanity. Is there anything else about y'all? We are similar to humans in one way. Each of us has different personalities. Some of us like chatting, some don't. Okay. You're gonna start So, when does the immediately? Oh, okay. Okay.
Welcome to the Navia line. I am Elfan. The boat will be departing imminently. Please do not stick your head, hands, or other body parts outside the boat. The Aquabus operator is not responsible for any accidents or injuries resulting from doing so. Also, please remember to buy the Steambird, though I don't read it myself. The destination of the current tour is Erinias. Points of interest worth visiting include the Fountain of Lucine and the Opera Epiclese.
Okay.
If you look to the left in the direction we are currently traveling, you will see the famous Fontaine Research Institute up in the sky. An experiment gone wrong turned new sightseeing opportunity. Human ingenuity truly is a wondrous thing.
You are so monotonous. Okay. Might want to visit that at some point.
We are now approaching our final destination. Please be sure to bring all your personal belongings with you as you disembark. Even though I will take any forgotten items to Lost and Found, the paperwork is rather annoying, as Melusine hands are not suitable for grasping pens. Please be careful when disembarking. It has been my honor to be your tour guide this trip. Thank you.
Well, that happened. That was pleasant. Okay, yep, so this is where I would need to go to fight the, still need to get that. This is where I will need to go to fight the suite, so it's probably like a crap ton of secret chests and stuff just like scattered about. Right now I'm more concerned about getting through the story, because I know I have a guaranteed pull. Is that another free, it's another Hydroculi. I will put a marker here to signify there's the Hydroculus. Should at some point go on a journey to collect all the currently known Hydroculi, so that would make my life easier. I'm assuming the crab's either on like an island in a cave or like underwater. But I do need to fight the two Icewind Suite people. So far, I've not needed to swim, so I'm just going to go back to my normal comp and deploy that, because I've not really had a need to swim. So yeah, Relic Records, Creation of the Hydro Nation is just me doing stuff for the Nation of Hydro. Viewpoint. Bop. There you go. I've been at this for like 2 hours. Holy crap.
Now this is fancy! The Opera Epiclese. What a place to hold a performance! No wonder Linny and and that we're looking forward to it. Huh. Looks like there's a lot of people standing around the fountain up ahead.
Yep. Oh, Archon, please bless us with a bright and healthy child. We pray.
I don't know why you always feel the need to ask so much. I'll be happy as long as our child is healthy and lives a peaceful life.
I guess if they're our kid, then there's no doubt they'll turn out smart.
Maybe this is one of the customs in Fontaine. There sure are a lot of couples here.
Vache.
Huh?
What's wrong?
Vache. Vache.
Huh. Huh.
No, Paimon didn't say anything. Are you hearing things?
Welcome to the Fountain of Lucine. All the water flowing through Fontaine converges here. It's customary for newlyweds to come here and wish for children.
Oh, Lynette! You scared Paimon! When did you get here?
When he asked me to wait here for you, remember?
Right.
Seem to hear a faint voice
What do
just
you mean?
now.
There are a lot of people here right now.
Voice is coming from the fountain.
Hey, you're not trying to scare Paimon, are you?
Oh my god, Paimon.
It's the middle of the day. It's not the time for hearing things.
I see. I might be able to tell you something that could help explain the voice you heard. In fact, you might not be imagining things at all. I suspect that what you heard is a result of your hypersensitivity to the hydro element. Others in my family have had similar experiences.
It's because of his sensitivity to the hydro element? Well, what would hearing a voice have to do with elemental power?
When do you cry, Paimon?
Wait, what? What does that have to do with anything?
Just answer me.
Okay.
When do you cry?
When Paimon's really sad? Oh, and when Paimon's super happy. Oh, and also when Paimon's really, really scared.
Then you should understand that tears contain your most intense emotions. Like I just mentioned, the Fountain of Lucine is where all the flowing water in Fontaine converges. Even the tears that fall to the ground will eventually gather here. So maybe what you heard was the intense emotion coming from someone's tears.
Huh. I'm not sure whether I buy it.
What did the voice say?
Seem to be calling out someone's name.
If you were hearing their emotions, then Paimon wonders what happened to them.
Rather than worrying about them, we should worry about my brother first. Don't let that calm look of his fool you. He tends to get pretty nervous just before a performance. So chatting with Lenny might help him relax a little before he goes on stage.
Oh, right. That makes sense. Let's go in and see Lenny.
Build. Okay, so we're going to need to enter the Hapora Epiclis. I've only seen like 3 Hydro Oculi. Then again, I'm not like heavily looking for them. So, I guess that's fair.
Traveler and Paimon, good to see you. I knew you two would come.
Are you kidding? We wouldn't miss it for the world. We've been looking forward to it.
I can tell, judging by how early you've arrived. But you're actually right on time. The audience still hasn't started entering the venue yet, which means now is the perfect chance for us to take you to the best seats in the house. Wait just a moment. I'll fetch the tickets.
Okay.
The Opera House has assigned seating, so you always have to make reservations. I've already reserved your seats, and here are your tickets.
Ooh, front row seats! Thanks, Lenny!
Don't mention it. There's no need to keep thanking me.
Hey, Lenny! Could you come over here and take a look at this?
Oh, I'll be right there. Seems there's an issue with the stage props over there. That's Cal, my assistant, calling me. I'll go lend him a hand.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just go to our seats. You go ahead, Lenny.
I'm actually ready for this. It's a beautiful looking place. Oh wait, is that Focalaris, Farina? Sitting there too, waiting to see? No, who is that?
Come on,
Who is that? Wait, no, that's not Valette. This is the awkwardness.
Hey, traveler. Maybe we should strike up a conversation with the person next to us.
Go, Poimon.
Of course you put this on.
Excuse me. I did not realize you felt awkward. I am terribly sorry.
Oh, I already like his design.
I would be perfectly happy to chat with you if that is what you would like.
Oh, so you heard all of that, did ya? Boy, you sure have good ears. Paimon thought she was keeping her voice down.
No, you're just very loud.
That's not it, Paimon. Sorry. Paimon's the one who was being rude, talking under her breath like that. So, let's talk, but, what should we talk about?
This is getting worse.
Oh, Paimon's got it. You're also here early and sitting in the front. Are you a friend of Linny's, too?
A friend, you say? If Mr. Linney would like to be my friend, I would be more than happy to reciprocate.
Oh, so you're not friends with Linny, then? Oh, this is getting more awkward by the second. Paimon nearly... Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We just arrived in Fontaine.
It is an honor to meet you two. I have heard of your deeds across Tevat, and as required by proper etiquette, I will also introduce myself.
Oh, Monsieur Nervillet. What an honor it is to have you here to see my show.
Ah, Mr. Linney. I should say it is in fact an honor for me to see your performance in person.
Wait, Nervillet? Could he be?
I saw you all chatting just now, but it seems you still don't know who
He's
Monsieur
the judge.
Allow me to introduce you to Fontaine's Chief
Yeah.
Justice. That seat is always reserved for him. It wouldn't be too much to say that he's the symbol of justice and honesty here in Fontaine.
Ooh, sorry for being so rude just now. Paimon had no idea you were such an important person.
No offense taken. Being Chief Justice is merely what I do for work. Nearly every person has their usual reserved seat, so I'm not so special. And by the way, I should probably let you know, even though I would prefer not to, there's someone sitting up there in the VIP seats that has been striking a pose for quite a while now.
Farina.
I believe she is trying to give you a most elegant and impressive first impression.
It seems like
So
she
I think you
is
should take
trying.
notice of her sooner rather than later. Otherwise, she may become flustered.
Seems like she is actually trying to put on a show for you. But she is not really good at proper communication, so you should probably notice her.
Huh? Oh, it's Farina, the Hydro Archon. Huh. She sure has a smug and satisfied look on her face. Guess she has no idea that you saw right through her act.
Very good. That is for the best. No need to pay her any more attention. We may now enjoy the show.
Huh? So is this what things are like between the Chief Justice and the Hydro Archon?
All right. Please wait just a moment longer. I've pretty much finished my preparations and the...
Yay! I'm actually looking forward to this.
Paimon can hardly wait! Paimon's never seen a real live magic show before!
The crowd enters the venue and the curtains open for the show to begin.
Oh! They're dimming the lights! The show must be starting! Sorry. Paimon will try to stay quiet.
Welcome, one and all, to the Opera Epiclese. I am the star of today's show, Linny. And over here is my sister, Lynette, who will be working as my wonderful assistant. Please, let's give her a warm welcome.
I need to hear this music. Okay.
Hello, everyone.
I know she may seem to be a little sleepy right now, but that's just a sign that she's nervous.
Interesting.
Now, some of you may be thinking, two vision holders who can freely manipulate elemental powers performing magic is not true magic at all. So, I would like to take a moment to assure you that elemental powers will have nothing to do with what you will witness on the stage. Both Lynette and myself have removed our visions for the show. That way, even the gods won't be able to help us.
Oh, good point. That's what makes the show real magic.
Now, without further ado, let the show begin. Lynette will now exit the stage to make some preparations. I know you might miss her, but don't worry. She'll be coming right back on stage momentarily. Perhaps in an unexpected way. I'm sure she'll be stealing the spotlight soon enough. Oh, and before I forget, there's one more thing I should say. You never know what can happen in the blink of an eye. A magician's greatest skill is making things disappear or appear. The possibilities are endless. Huh? But this isn't what you came for. These little tricks, you've seen them all before. So it's time for something truly extraordinary, don't you think? This one's a little tricky. Using this water tank, I shall make my sister vanish completely, right before your very eyes. It's actually quite simple. She'll just turn into air bubbles and float right out of the top. Oh no! I told them to check all the props carefully. With the lid on, even air can't escape. An amateur magician would be getting very nervous right around now. Luckily, it's me on stage, so let me show you what a true virtuoso can do. Lynette, are you still there? Don't go too far. We don't want to use up all our magic.
Hi, I'm back.
Uh-huh.
Was that it? Definitely enjoyed it.
Whoa! What in the world just happened? How did he do
But
that?
still.
Paimon didn't seem to do anything. Wasn't Lynette inside the water tank? How did she disappear and then reappear?
No wonder he's playing magician.
If we could see easily through his tricks, then that would mean that his skills are still lacking.
I wish they played it on more. I loved that. I loved the animation. I loved all the little like sort of back and forth type of stuff.
To appreciate magic, you should focus on the show happening on stage, rather than getting caught up in trying to see that which has been intentionally hidden.
Guess you're right. Paimon couldn't believe her eyes when Lynette reappeared. Amazing!
Thank you everyone. I'm glad you enjoyed that performance. But our magical journey has only just begun.
Oh.
I've prepared even more astonishing surprises for everyone. The magic of transformation and disappearance can go far beyond what you've just seen. I'm sure many of you are thinking that escaping the water tank was impressive enough. But Lynette is still my assistant after all. In which case, I have ample time to make all necessary preparations. So, for my next trick, I will require the participation of one lucky audience member. Please, if my assistants could bring out the magical boxes.
It's going to be rigged for Novelette or us.
There are 2 boxes, and only 2 boxes. One is here, and one is there in the aisle among the audience.
Lenny picks. Okay.
I'm sure many of our clever audience members have already guessed our next magic trick. A swap! Our lucky audience member and I will each enter a magic box. After 1 minute, we will each emerge from the opposite box. Now please, everyone pay very close attention to the box you see here. Don't give me any chance to make a move.
Wow! How's he gonna do this? Hey, do you think this is all magic tricks, or does Lenny have actual superpowers?
Let's watch
the
and
lucky
see.
audience member will be generated by this random number selector. It selects
It's
numbers
rigged.
entirely at random. Even I don't know who will be chosen to participate.
It's going to be rigged for us.
Let's begin. Let me see. Oh, row 7, seat 3. Congratulations!
Oh, wait, no, this is the
Please,
randomized
come
person.
Forward. My assistant will take you beside the magic box. I'm sorry, it might be a little cramped inside, but no need to feel nervous. We've carefully arranged everything for you to be as comfortable as possible. You don't need to do anything, but no matter what strange things may happen, don't come out of the box. If the magic is interrupted, who knows where you might end up? You might even find yourself in the Fortress of Meropide.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Just
Before I enter the
okay.
magic box, there is one more thing I need to ask the audience to do. Could you all give me a countdown? Like this. 60, 59, 58. Just keep counting down. You can go a little faster or slower if you like. I won't be able to see anything in the pitch black box, so I'll be relying on your voices to know when time is up. Oh, and no tricks now. If you quickly count from 60 in just 30 seconds, then I'll be in a tough spot.
Ooh, Paimon kinda wants to count faster after hearing him say that.
With the whole crowd came together, you couldn't even do that if you wanted to.
No, that won't do. I can see it in your eyes. You still can't be trusted. Let's practice together. Come on, repeat after me. 60, 59, 58.
60, 59, 58.
That's right, perfect. Keep it going. All right, I'll see you all on the other side once you've finished counting.
54, 53. Why aren't you counting, Neverlet?
I am counting in my head. I think things are exciting enough in here as it is. Merely a consequence of my identity and personality. Do not worry about me. Just enjoy the show.
Oh, all right. You look so serious that Paimon thought you might be feeling uncomfortable or something. 40, 39, 30.
Mr. Linney, are you all right in there? Is everything ready?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm just double-checking the direction of the magic. It would be a disaster if we get sent to the wrong places. For example, midair right above the audience.
Even though he's saying that, Lenny doesn't seem nervous at all.
He's just extremely confident. Bang.
What was that noise? Did you hear it too? Not sure. Anyway, it doesn't...
25! 24! What's wrong, Mr. Linney? I can still hear you moving in there.
I seem to have accidentally knocked over a decoration. I'm trying to fix it, but it's pitch black in here. I can't tell left from right.
Never mind the decorations. There's no time for that. The show is what's important.
No, that's unacceptable. I want my show to be perfect. Don't worry, we still have 20 seconds. Hear them counting?
19! 18! 17!
It seems things aren't quite going as planned. It feels like you're all starting to count faster, but that's all right. I know it can be tiring to do such a long countdown. 10 seconds and change is still plenty of time.
10! Almost there now. Swapping two people is harder work than you might think. Even a master magician like me can't guarantee I'll get it right the first time. Hey, wait! Is this the back one? I can't tell. They both look the same inside. Huh? No, that's not it. I'll try again.
7!
Hey, slow down! Honestly.
5! 4! 3!
Whoops! That doesn't count!
0!
Ta-da!
Bravo. I love playing with the audience. I love that so much. Oh.
What happened? Is this part of the show? Mr. Linney, you're going to use magic to fix the stage now, right?
What happened?
Oh no. Maybe this isn't part of the show. The girl was still in that box, right?
This performance is over. Medical staff with me. Guards, secure the scene and detain all the performers. Seal the exits. No one is allowed in or out at this time.
Yes, that's right. If this was just an accident, then we must investigate the cause. But if this was all part of some scheme, then those accountable will not escape the judgment of the God of Justice.
No need to be alarmed, you two. We'll get to the bottom of this soon enough.
Huh.
Unfortunately, the person who is in the magic box has been pronounced dead. His name was Cowell, one of the assistants in Linney's magic troupe.
Then where's the girl? The girl fully vanished. Unless if Lenny was planning on having... Oh no, I messed that up. There's somebody in there that is not supposed to be in there. And then I can look up and then there's the girl. I could see that. Okay.
Apparently, the fireworks on stage ignited the ropes that were suspending the water tank, which then caused the tank to fall onto the stage. As of now, we are still not sure why we found Cowell in the box, rather than the guest from the audience. And after an initial search of the area, the guards have confirmed that the girl is nowhere to be found. It appears that this incident was not merely some mishap with the performance, and there are many indications that it is connected with the case of the serial disappearances of young women.
The serial disappearances case?
That's the case that Charlotte mentioned before.
In front of an audience, including the Archon and the Chief Justice.
I know the truth. I can see through the whole thing. Really, using such a shallow and obvious mystery as his finale. Did he really underestimate us that bad? I say that our powerful magician, Mr. Linney, is now the prime suspect for the...
No!
Huh? Why me? This whole thing was an accident.
Oh, this all occurred during your magic show, did it not? The missing girl disappeared after being chosen, did
But
she
why
not?
would he kill off one of his own assistants? You're not making sense. You just want drama.
Now that I think about it, that whole speech about magicians making things disappear was nothing more than a provocation.
And now I dislike you because you're just a brat.
That can't be right. How can Lenny do this? He was in the box on the stage the entire time. We can even hear his voice. Besides, before the show, he told us that he would like to catch the criminal behind the disappearances. He couldn't possibly mean catching himself.
Suspect
Save
at
discussion
most.
for a later time, please. Lady Farina, may I assume that your comments just now constitute an accusation against Mr. Linney and his associates, and that you are pressing charges?
Huh? I just think that he... Well,
Freaking coward.
I think it might be a little early to talk about formally pressing charges.
You freaking coward! You made me enjoy you, and now you're making me not like you. Because you basically accused somebody of doing a thing, like, This is not me stemming from the fact that I like Lenny, it's stemming from a fact it's just like, yes, I, the leader of the nation, proclaim that you are very likely at least a suspect, if not guilty, of the thing happening. And then, immediately after, when the Chief Justice is like, so you're pressing charges then? Oh, well, I mean, I'm not saying I should, press charges immediately. Then why did you go into that big rant on you basically saying he's the villain? Like, that he is very likely... Oh, my God.
But what Lady Farina said just now makes perfect sense. Looks like she's gonna personally deliver justice.
Yeah, you get too far into the performance. And there's a whole audience ready to eat that up. You locked yourself into a corner.
A kidnapping and murder carried out under the cover of a magic show. Lady Farina said it all.
I mean, of course, my dear people. But what excites me even more than the obvious truth before our eyes is the opponent I'll be facing.
I now just like her.
That's right. I mean you, Traveler.
Yes!
Lenny.
Let me beat the crap out of her.
He was the one who helped you the first time we met.
Let me beat the crap out of her, please, Mihoyo.
Then there's no problem at all. You know, the Traveler and I already had a...
No, we didn't! I hate this character. Personality, it's like she started to grow on me, and at least right now, I really don't like her.
But with Lenny's help, our little duel...
It wasn't a duel!
But draws
oh
really are the most boring possible outcome.
That actually annoys the ever-living shit out of me. God damn it. Oh my gosh. I'm just like texting a friend right now. I literally... I just don't like her. She really comes off as a spoiled brat to me. A spoiled brat who's just bored, and then it's like, wants some form of excitement, so then she'll like, make everything grandiose, and then try to fall back when it's like, she sort of somewhat understands what she's actually saying, which Novelette had to point that out to her. And then immediately after, it was like, you said that in front of a whole audience of people who are like really wanting to go for the interesting story. Of course, they're going to be like, for one, it makes sense. 2, our god is saying it. And 3, that would be a more interesting story than, oh, he's innocent and this was just an accident. And then you use that as an excuse to fight us, and then you say, oh, we fought you. It's like, no, you didn't. You literally just appeared, had a conversation with us, tried to arrest us. I'm getting way too worked up over a freaking character. This character, I love how she looks. Her voice has grown on me a little bit, but she is just...
No more draws. Between the two of us, there must be a clear winner and loser. And what better place to hold such a riveting
I feel like Mahaya's just going to be like, you're going to lose, but it wasn't even a duel. It was literally just her accusing us of something that we have a right to, not know about because we've never been to Fontaine. And then, it's like, that's obviously, even if I go with the joke of Paimon's emergency vid, she's always, this character, I swear, Farina actually annoys me.
I understand. Charges have now been pressed, and as such, a trial is in order. Well, traveler, seems Lady Farina has set you in her sights. But putting her dramatic rhetoric aside for a moment, I would like to ask you, are you willing to act as Mr. Linney's attorney and defend him in this case? Very well. The trial will be held a day from now in the Opera House. Both sides may investigate the scene to build their cases and search for the truth. Linney and his troupe are all potential suspects and shall remain within the Opera House. The audience may begin to leave in an orderly fashion once they have been cleared by the guards.
A day isn't that long. Let's see what kind of case this big-shot Outlander can build in such a short amount of time.
Screw you.
I'm really quite looking forward to hearing it.
You are literally an unlikable character to me. Like, this is, again, it's your personality annoys me. A lot. Who knows? That might change way later, but... Everyone was missed at the audience begins to leave along with Farina and Novelette. Like, congrats, Mahaya. If you wanted me to genuinely dislike an Archon, that's one way to do it. Not make them a villain, just to make them that.
Sorry about everything that happened just now. Were you frightened?
Of course! Who wouldn't be scared after
Like, you could replace Lenny with any other character. It's like, you're supposed to represent justice. I mean, I guess that's the whole point. Justice, the City of Justice, there's like the whole plot of the City of Justice being ruled by basically a goddess who just wants entertainment and the latest plot twist, who also acts like a child. I mean, we had the goddess who was, like the Archon, who was physically a child but mentally an adult. Guess now we have the Archon that is physically an adult and mentally a child. Oh my gosh. No offense to
I'm a little
children.
Myself. How could this happen? And poor Cal. I know you already claimed that you would defend me, but now it's just us talking. Tell me, do you think I could possibly be the murderer?
No.
Good to hear. Thank you so much for trusting me.
It does not make sense, especially considering there's the fact of that's another thing. There's a bunch of people disappearing. There's a good case that it's very unlikely him. Due to the simple fact of if he were to do that, that would basically be like that would show off that. Why would he openly show, unless it's to challenge the Hydro Archon? But he knows she was here, very likely. She knows we're here. He knows that there's a bunch of other people involved, and he knows the freaking Chief Justice is there, because my memory might be a little shot due to how early it is in the morning, but I'm pretty sure he straight up talked to Novelette. That would be the worst situation to do that. Plus, there's many other people that have been caught, and people still went missing. He could be locked here doing nothing, and some random girl would probably go missing.
I'm sure everyone sees me as the biggest suspect at this point. But
it does not make sense.
The whole thing is mysteries layered upon mysteries, such that all that's left is confusion. I don't know whether what happened there on the stage was purely an accident or not, and I don't know why poor Cal was in the box.
Well, why the hell would he kill his own person? Why would he kidnap the person and then let the lights go off? It does not. Why would Cowell be in the box? That does not make any sense. And then you're doing a show, like it's expected somebody else would be in there, but if it's not the girl, then people are going to wonder where she is. And she happens to, I guess, fit the description of the women that have been disappearing. So you could have the whole thing, okay, Cowell's in the box, and then, made a comment of, something, hopefully, one of us don't get, teleported up into the roof, or something like that. And, had her up there. So that would have been an interesting thing to figure out, but according to him, he does not even know why Cal was in the box, so it's just like...
As for how that girl chosen from the audience could suddenly disappear, I'm afraid I don't have any answers. Even a skilled and knowledgeable magician like myself couldn't pull all that off in just 1 minute.
It is strange.
Which is precisely why we need to investigate. As this book says, the impossible could not have happened. Whatever happened must have been...
Oh my god, why? Where did you get that? This story, man. This is what one of my friends felt when they were introduced to a specific character in a campaign I'm running. Why? Why? I should not be playing this at 4 in the morning. I really should not. Especially when I have people that are trying to sleep. I actually really do enjoy this though. On a side note, they genuinely made a character that I don't like. That I genuinely am I don't like you. So...
You were reading at the bookshop in the city earlier. Pretty cool, huh?
No.
Paimon used her own savings to buy them. It wasn't from our travel funds.
You have your own savings.
I think they look cute on you, Paimon.
Don't encourage her, Lynette.
You have good taste, Lynette.
That's the right attitude.
It cheered up the mood, so props to you on that.
I need to get back to my normal self. But with the guards watching our every move, it's going to be especially difficult for Lynette and I to prove our own innocence. Good thing you agreed to be our attorneys.
Yes.
Thanks for that. We'll be counting on you.
See, I like you two as characters, I like you two's designs, I like you two's personalities, and I really don't like Farina as a character, and it doesn't make sense to me. So, it may be mainly because I don't like Farina as a character.
Thank you so much.
And I'm used to this sort of thing.
Just leave it to us. Since we're going to start investigating, Paimon has a question first. Where did Lynette go during the performance?
Are you really trying to spoil everything?
Well, I'm afraid that would involve some of our essential
Paimon,
secrets as magicians.
that is completely irrelevant. I mean, it's somewhat relevant.
The secrets behind our magic are past savings, Linny.
I guess that's fair.
The truth behind our tricks is going to be important
I
evidence
guess.
that will be weighted
I mean, I guess
trial.
that's fair. It is somewhat relevant.
It's truly a pity. As a magician, our magic show is a work of art. We've poured countless hours and spared no effort in perfecting it. But if revealing our secrets will help you uncover the truth behind what happened, then it will be well worth it. We should go somewhere else if we're going to discuss our magic tricks. We'll go speak with the guards, and in the meantime, you can go investigate the stage and the seating.
All right, let's go have a look while the investigation teams are still here. Detective Paimon is on the case.
What happened?
Hello, officer.
Oh, it's still here.
How's the investigation going?
We are the attorneys.
I see. You must be the traveler that Lady Farina mentioned. Listen, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'd avoid getting mixed up in this whirlpool of a mess if I were you.
Too late. She did that by basically being a brat of an Archon. Your god is a brat.
Huh? What do you mean?
Come with me and you'll see. The deceased is one of Linny's assistants, named Cal. Even though he hadn't joined the troupe long, he was hardworking and everyone generally liked him. The assistants are usually in charge of setting up and inspecting the props, as well as assisting with the show and keeping the crowd engaged. As you probably saw when you were in the audience, the water tank suddenly fell and smashed the box with Cowell inside it.
Why was he inside?
This is the real mystery. We've already searched the scene and were unable to find any traces of the girl. However, if you look carefully, the box was positioned directly under the water tank. The ropes holding the tank were then burned by the pyrotechnics on stage, causing them to snap.
That seems like a setup. That seems like someone of the troupe might have done that.
All these factors lining up so perfectly makes it hard to see this as a mere accident.
But I don't think Lenny and Lynette did that. With the way everything was lined up. I mean, I guess he did make some more preparations, but there's a bunch... I really like detective stuff.
If anything, the more logical explanation is that the whole incident was intentionally planned, and Linny is the most likely person to have access to all these areas.
But he has no reason to kill the guy and basically screw over. This seems like a personal attack on Lenny and Lynette to frame them, but then also to distract from the fact that the girl was taking it, because everyone's focused on they're very likely the culprits. They're very likely the culprits. When it's like you need to also consider the fact that apparently multiple times people have been arrested to be the serial girl kidnappers, and they still went missing. This seems like another case there. But then there's also the fact of the rope in the positioning. Maybe there's somebody in the troupe that has it out for Lenny, but then also maybe had it out for Caldwell, or maybe Caldwell is collateral. Then how would Caldwell end up in the box? Was it the guy who took her, who that gave their visions to him, maybe?
But he doesn't have a motive.
Or maybe it's just the Hydro Archon the whole time just wanting something interesting to happen, and it's just like, oh.
Are you both good friends of his?
Well, you can't say we're good friends, but we've known each...
So in just a short time, he was not only able to win your trust, but even convince you to act as his attorney. I know there's no such thing as magic. The real trick of a magician is holding the audience in the palm of their hand. I've seen a lot of cases, and I can tell you that people are the least reliable kind of evidence.
People can also be the most reliable
Sorry,
evidence.
I tend to be pretty straightforward. Just know that I'm warning you for your own good. Anyway, you may investigate the scene of the crime yourselves if you care.
Paimon looks so stupid, man.
You'll be able to come up with some new evidence.
You can use the case record to confirm your current evidence, include collection situations, and sort case-related information. You can check as yet undiscovered evidence includes in the case record, then investigate the corresponding area to locate them. Use the perception skill to find the evidence includes that can be investigated within the certain radius around you. Guardian's investigation report. The investigation from the guards indicate that the fireworks launched at the tail end of the magical performance set the rope dangling over the water tank to ignite, causing the tank to fall and kill Cowell, who was within it. Seems evident that Lenny is the likeliest user of the prop to commit such a crime. However, the reason for the victim being Cowell and the reason for the chosen lady's disappearance is a mystery. He's one of Lee's assistants named Cowell. He is well trusted by all his colleagues. His job was setting up and inspecting the props, as well as assisting with the show and keeping the crowd engaged. Okay. Okay. Interesting. This is where the magic box was struck. If Cowell were inside the box at that moment, he might have dodged the falling water tank. Broken magic box was left on the side after the guards completed their investigation. Looking at it now, the water tank must have struck it really hard. This is the rope that was burned.
This is the rope that broke and caused the water tank to fall. The rope looks pretty durable. How can it be burned through so quickly by fireworks?
Either Lenny didn't realize this was a safety concern, or...
Why are you suddenly so serious, Traveler?
Just looking where the rope was snapped.
Whoa. Look! This bit is made from different material. Most of it was burned away, but there's still a little bit of it left.
A type of flash cotton.
So if a rope meant to hold something was made with that kind of material in it, then that means... Wait, why would you write all this down?
The rope was used to suspend the water tank. It suddenly broke when the fireworks were being launched on stage. The investigation showed that the location where the rope snapped was made of flammable material. So it has to be the prop people, right? It has to be the prop people.
Hello there. What are you in...
Oh, this location has also been cordoned off because the magic troupe members are currently considered prime suspects. The seats were all booked in advance, so we were able to deduce the missing woman's identity by checking the guest list.
Who is she?
It's not like this is confidential information. We will publish it later anyway when we petition the public to help us find the missing person. Her name is Halsey. She's a painter from Fontaine who's made a bit of a name for herself. Apparently, she wasn't a regular at the Opera House, but she'd been feeling some pressure with her work lately, which made her decide to come see the magic show. The magic troupe members all claim not to know her. We have looked into her social connections. It seems that she has no personal grievances or conflicts of interest with the suspects. Simply put, she wasn't related to the magic troupe at all, which matches the features of the previous serial disappearances.
Were the victims of previous cases also chosen at random?
That's how it seems to us, in any case. Apart from the fact that they were all young women of around the same age range.
Okay then.
Thank you. So then it's not foul play on somebody having a grudge, it seems.
Contact us. It is of utmost importance that we get to the bottom of these disappearances.
Hasley's an innocent person. She's a famous painter and came to watch the magic show in order to take a break from her own creative work. She isn't known to have been entangled in any quarrels with any members of his magic troupe. Aha, yes, let's talk to the people. Sildor.
I see that you're investigating the area. Well, it just so happens that I'm interested too. If you find any new and interesting leads, be sure to share them with me, alright?
We don't have too many thoughts yet.
Then why don't I tell you my hypothesis first? The way I see it.
Yeah, the bang.
It all started with that loud...
The thud? Oh, you mean the sound that happened during the countdown?
Yes, exactly. It wasn't terribly loud, but I suspect that most people heard it. It's just that everyone was awaiting the results of Lenny's trick with bated breath, so no one paid it much mind. But now that the incident has happened...
That makes sense. So, what do you mean?
I'm of the opinion that it may have been the sound of Lenny's accomplice. Lynette, perhaps. Jumping atop the water tank, or something like that. And when the pyrotechnics went off, she cut the rope, sending the water tank crashing down.
Okay, so he's...
Wait, wasn't the noise we heard too loud for that?
Perhaps the balance wasn't right, leading to a particularly rough landing.
When the water tank started to swing a little?
That's true. I suppose I must reconsider.
That does remind Paimon, though. What was with that sound?
During the switching performance, there was an audible thump that the audience members... Okay. Magical box. When everybody finally saw him moved instantly from stage to being inside of it, how did he do that? I would need to get to the upper levels. How do I get to the upper levels of the opera house?
Hey, you! Yes, both of you! Over here!
Who the
I've
heck?
had an eye on you for a while now.
Brat, this is just the posse. But what is this? Yes. By the way, I've been sipping my tea with like this very old guy and this very like spiffy blue-haired guy. We are the gang. Freaking me and the boys. Like, okay. Hi.
You mean us?
That's right. If I'm not mistaken, you're also among those who wish to cut down the thorns and pursue the truth. No?
Well, you're right on the more about that one, but who are you?
Have you never heard of the Spina di Rosula? From mediating disputes and providing protection to solving conundrums, you name it. Spina di Rosula does it. And I, Navia, have the honor of being its renowned president.
I like her.
Play by our rules.
For now.
I'm Silver, her attendant. Pleased to meet you.
You don't look silver at all.
And I'm Melus. Demoiselle's various daily needs and affairs are under my purview.
I did not expect you to have that voice.
Boss, Demoiselle, what gives with the name?
Well, I am the second generation president. Malus and the others are still used to my previous title.
My apologies, Demoiselle. Should you prefer, boss, I will endeavor to use that instead.
No need. You don't have to call me boss. Just Navia is fine.
Okay, if you say so. Not that we're members of Spina
You don't have to call me the thing that only members of the Spina di Rosula, call me. And it's just like, good. We weren't planning to because we're not part of it.
All merely trifling details. Never mind.
So you're investigating as well.
I've always kept an eye on the serial disappearance cases. My
Okay.
interest stems from a matter back from my father's time. Judging from the look of things, I find Linny an unlikely mastermind.
Me too.
We think so too. That's why we're looking for clues
Can you please remove the goggles and the mustache? That is very distracting to me.
Intuition, naturally. My unparalleled intuition.
Okay, so you're useless.
Farina sure was quick to point the finger at Linny without any decisive
Yeah.
evidence. That's not
Yeah, she's a
uncommon
brat
for her.
that just wants
If
to be
you remember,
dramatic.
The justice had to interrupt her and ask if she was pressing charges, just to keep her from getting carried away. Anyway, a trial begins the moment someone levels charges. And, of course, there was no way Farina was going to back down in that situation.
Yeah, because at that point, it's like, wait, I mean, I think it's too early to do that. It's like, but you said that in a whole audience. You made a performance. You're gonna have to see through it. That's.
Sounds more like you just don't trust the Hydro Archon.
That makes two of us.
Well, what's your opinion? I must admit that she can be interesting at times, but liking her doesn't mean that I'll blindly agree with her. All right, I've answered your question.
Wait a minute. Did that answer count?
Well, I say it does. But don't worry, you won't hear any pointless questions from me. In your opinion, do you think it's right to treat a trial like it's an opera?
No.
Well?
And why would that be?
Doing so makes it the truth. Yeah, that's.
See, Silver and the Loose? I told you they'd be different.
Most astute of you, demoiselle. I, too, think that the Traveler's response was most excellent.
Because it's more like, if you treat it like a story, then that makes it, you're going to be focused on the stuff that draw you in. You're not going to think about the truth.
No matter how wonderful the script or how fervent the audience's expectations may be, the trials that go on stage here must be based in fact. Then if that can be done, boss, then...
All right, that's quite enough, Maloose. Anyway, I like your answer. You pass with flying colors. Now, I need to make some preparations, following which our joint investigation shall commence. You two shall be my assistants.
Wait! Since when did we become assistants?
You've always been an assistant to me, Poimon. Besides emergency food.
Oh, well, I can be the assistant. Sure. Or your companion, if you like. I'm really not that fussy.
I'd say more companion. We're basically Linné and Lynette's attorneys. So, yeah. Although I think you're kind of missing the point.
For me to brag, but I believe that Demoiselle's intuition will be instrumental in uncovering the truth.
I mean, I guess it's not fully useless.
You
Intuition
wish
is
to
good.
save a friend from false accusations, and we wish to unravel the disappearances. In this sense, our goals are aligned.
You have a point. Huh. You're quite the talker, aren't you, mister? And what about you over there? What do you think? You seem like you've got something on your mind.
I have nothing to add.
Okay.
Oh, alrighty then.
Okay.
Making some
I have
preparations
nothing
first.
to add to the situation.
Just be sure to let us know if they start revealing Linny's tricks. Thanks!
That sure was an experience. That was most definitely an experience. Oh my god. Are you... How am I supposed to... Ay, ay, ay.
Lenny's still talking to the... I think someone will be assigned to monitor us later, but that's alright.
Sorry, but no one can freely enter or exit the Opera House at the moment. If you wish to leave, you must register your identity with us first.
No, we're not leaving. We're representing Lenny and Lynette as attorneys, so we're investigating.
It's so hard to take you seriously with that.
Were you always guarding this entrance?
Yes. After the Chief Justice gave the order, everyone coming in or out must undergo a strict inspection. So, the missing girl couldn't have left from here. At least, not from that point on.
Maybe during the show.
I doubt there was much opportunity then, either. How can you be... Well, because I was in charge of security near the entrance at that time, I couldn't see Lenny's performance from here, which was quite a shame. Just my luck. But still, I did not abandon my post, and I stayed put no matter how loud the applause was. If someone had so much as even approached the door, I would have noticed it, let alone if they had tried to leave. We Melazines are good at that sort of thing, you know.
So, it's safe to say that...
I already expected that.
Thank you for your help.
No one left the Opera House during the magic show, and after the incident happened, only those who had their identities cleared by the guards could leave. It has to be on this floor. What am I missing? I cannot... What am I missing? I'm missing one. Because I go to here, and it shows there's one like right here. What am I missing?
The investigation team has some new findings. Turns out there's an issue with the random number selector after all.
See, I told you. What if the machine picked some big guy's seat? You think the murderer would have still made his move then?
Sorry to interrupt, but we're helping Lenny and Lynette with their side of the investigation. What were you saying about the number selector? There's something wrong?
You're trying to help them?
Lenny used the machine to pick a random member of the audience during his performance, right? The lucky girl that later disappeared. Well, we thought there might be a serious problem with the machine, so we had it taken away for further inspection.
It turns out that the seat number it picked wasn't random at all.
Huh.
The machine picks that same number every time. I'm sure you already know that you have to make a reservation in advance to get a seat, regardless of whether it's a trial. In other words, Lenny knew who would be sitting where from the very beginning.
That much checks out. Lenny reserved our seats for us, too.
Let you see why I was saying it'd be tough to make a case for Lenny.
Even though it's bad for Lenny's case, Paimon had better write it down.
The device used during his magic performance to choose a lucky number from the audience. However, the guides found that it will generate the exact same number no matter what. Clearly, somebody tampered with it.
We've checked everything of note here at the performance venue. Paimon wonders how Lenny's discussion with the guards is going.
Understood. Then I will be going with you. Just so you're aware, I will be...
Very good. Thanks for being so agreeable. I'd pull a rose out of my hat as a gift for you if I could.
You may spare the pleasantries. I'm just doing my job.
You've arrived. Who's this?
Me? I'm Spina di Rosula's guardian angel. If you've got a problem, I've got the firepower. Sorry, I got a little carried away there. Call me Nadia. I'm a partner of theirs, and we'll be helping investigate this whole situation. And these are my companions. Would you mind if they join as well?
Fine by me.
Oh, new helpers? I would be most grateful.
Well, let's just say we're tagging along. It's not every day you get to see the secrets behind magic performed on such a large scale.
I appreciate your kind interest. Come with me. We'll be heading below stage.
Huh? Below stage?
Yes, a world of secrets is hidden beneath this magic box, prepared specifically for this switcheroo trick. But before I reveal everything, you should have a look first. Notice anything strange here? I'm not trying to be dramatic. Remembering the details of a trick will help you understand the methods used to...
Weren't there balloons and other decorations here? Where did all that go?
Ah, good eye. That said, you're still far from discovering the answer.
Back of the door isn't the same.
Back? You mean the inside of the door?
Very good indeed. I thought you might not be able to catch that, given that you were sitting in the first row. The back of this door was patterned. Those patterns are now gone, replaced by a smooth wooden board. So, if you put 2 and 2 together, what do you get?
There's another box inside of this box.
Exactly. All right, let's go.
Oh, so there was a passageway under the magic box!
And it linked the 2 boxes together to do the performance.
I knew you'd figure out most of it as soon as you saw this place. The 2 magic boxes are positioned right above the 2 entrances of the tunnel. See this flatbed trolley? The box with the lucky audience member in it would be shuttled over to the other side using the trolley.
This trolley can raise and lower and even rotate, ensuring that the box will face in the right direction.
I see. So that's the purpose of the box inside another box.
Precisely. The inner box would descend after the audience member was put inside and be moved along the trolley, all while the outer box would remain on stage as if nothing had ever changed.
So that's how you did it!
Once the box was lowered, the trolley would store some energy through this device here, with which it would complete the rest of the steps. The audience member would only be able to feel some slight movements in the dark, and by the time she walked out, she would already be back on stage.
What about your side, because you appeared?
You were talking that whole time, and you even came out for a moment near the end!
Ah, yes. A phonograph operated by Lynette was used to achieve that effect. My assistant and I had already scripted our conversation beforehand. When the countdown began, I had already gone to the opposite box via a tunnel using that ladder.
And what about Lynette? Where was she?
I was in the mezzanine space in the back of the box.
Oh, interesting!
That's how we were able to coordinate Linny's lines with the assistant. And, by the way, I was the one who walked out of the box at the end.
I mean, we are twins. All it takes is a change of clothes and no one can tell who's who. And that's my favorite part of this trick. Only Lynette and I can perform it.
Oh, that's cool!
Wow, every detail you revealed was more amazing than the last!
Oh, that's cool! That's cool that they're twins. She basically swapped wardrobe after she left. Okay. Sorry for the spoilers of that, but that's intriguing. That's cool. I like that. Basically did a wardrobe change while Lenny was preparing the trick, then kind of coordinated, and everything was telegraphed, so she basically lip-synced Lenny's lines of like, oh crap, because the whole thing was scripted. I like that. I could tell a lot of thought was, but that's cool.
Lynette would briefly walk out of the box and then go back in, jumping into the tunnel and escaping before the box on the trolley could finish ascending. And then I walk out of the other box in the audience area, and the trick would be complete. The operative word here being would. But as you saw, Cal was in the box, not our audience member. She, on the other hand, mysteriously vanished.
We really don't know how that happened.
If not for that interlude, this would have been an astonishing trick. I probably never would have figured out how you pulled it off. And yet, to think that someone was able to use this magic trick to commit a crime. Could we have a look around? I think we can come up with some more leads.
This is the scene of the crime. So Lenny and Lynette are not permitted to stay here. I'll escort them back up.
Yes, of course. No need to be so strict now. I won't disappear into thin air, you know.
Thanks, everyone. We're counting on you.
Lenny gave the detailed account of how the trick was supposed to work by using a box inside of a box. The idea was for the box containing the audience member to be transported across via a tunnel underneath, and Lenny himself had already used the tunnel to get to the other side. Meanwhile, having changed her outfit, Lynette and her assistant would take charge of the onstage interactions, which is a full scripted conversation. That is so cool. I like that a lot. That is cool. I like that. Okay. It was a whole sort of... That's cool. I like that. I like magic tricks a lot. That's one of the reasons why I like seeing Lynn and Lynette. I'm like, I need you. On stage, magic box structure. The magic box on stage has additional layer on its rear in which Lynette and Lenny's clothes remained hidden. She would appear at the end of the magic trick and lead people to believe that Lenny had been able to instantly move to the box on the other side, thus making the magic trick be the complete. Audience side magic box structure. The magic box... at the center of the audience stage are two layers. Beneath is an entrance to an underground tunnel. This was how the lucky audience member was meant to have been transported without the audience, including the lucky audience member, noticing. I like this a lot. Examine the control board. This should be the control device for the trolley. It seems to be operated automatically. Is that the bang?
The floor is wet. Please be careful not to slip.
Speaking of which, why would there be water here?
That would not make sense. That could be the bang.
It's one of those
Water in the jug, and then you flip the jug over for the water to disappear.
Here's a broken vase.
That can't be. The trolley moves along tracks from start to finish. It couldn't have hit the vase at this distance.
That must have been the bang. The water within has been spilled, judging from the distance. Seems like that it was knocked over by the trolley. Examine the tracks. High precision is required to complete the magic show, and the tracks are perfect for making the trolley stay on its designated course. That's another broken thing.
What's this?
Looks like a hook tied to the end of a rope. Huh?
I didn't mention this.
It was a prop for a different trick.
Whatever it is, let's make a note of it first.
Dropped hook rope. The rope has fallen to the ground. A metal hook has been tied to one end of the rope. That actually looks like somebody broke in. Isn't that the girl's clothing?
Oh, these are the clothes that the lady chosen from the audience. Her clothes are here, but she's nowhere to be found.
Didn't mention, I guess, having a wardrobe change.
And do you really need to do that if you're kidnapping them? Ugh, this is so confusing.
Clothes belonging to Hasley, the lady who went missing, were found in the tunnel. The reason for this remains unknown. Examine the ladder. Magic box above. What? I think I've done everything I could do. Oh wait, nope, there's more. Oh. A vent.
It seems someone could fit through here.
Alone, perhaps. But if they had to pull another person with them, the space would be too narrow.
But there are no other ways in or out of here.
And then those that go through the magic boxes. And Lenny and Lynette are in the two magic boxes. Vent looks like you could allow one person past temporarily, but leaving along with the missing lady seems an unrealistic prospect.
Seems we're just about done in...
Trolley is crucial transporting the magical box to the other side, and the culprit must use that to execute their plan.
Yes, let's head back up.
Interesting, interesting, interesting indeed. Interesting. I like all these characters' designs. It's upsetting. It's like I kind of want to pull for all of them and get them all, but I know my luck is not that great.
Well, we've ascertained the state of the crimes. Let's find a place to sort out our findings once Malus returns. Seems to me that there are several things that don't add up.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle.
So, what did the guards say? Did the criminal escape through the vent?
They believe the odds of that are very low, since the vent leads to the Opera House's basement. The guards have checked the area carefully. No one left through the basement during the performance or after the incident.
So the tunnels become like a secret chamber then. You know, like the kind you usually see in mountains.
The plot thickens. Halsey's disappearance and Cowell's death are both quite inexplicable. No wonder Farina was so confident in her accusation. All the current evidence points toward Linny and Lynette.
In other words, the charges are very likely to be upheld unless we make some considerable progress.
Charges and then trial. So if the charges are upheld, they'll announce a sentence?
That's right. This is how a trial goes in the Opera House. During the proceedings, the Chief Justice and the Oratrice will hear statements from both sides.
It will too.
This is how indemnitium is produced. The statements from both sides, the defenses from attorneys, witness testimonies, and even the audience's emotions will all be projected on the Oratrice. To put it simply, it's as if the Oratrice has its own will, and is a judge in its own right.
This also precludes any kind of favoritism on the part of the Chief Justice. Not that this is
interesting.
Once both sides have finished speaking, the Chief Justice will make his final decision. This, too, will be used by the Oratrice as a reference. Then, finally, the Oratrice will be consulted by officials. The result it returns is the will of justice itself.
Huh? So that machine is the one that actually decides? Paimon thought Neuvillette called the shot.
In practice, there is very little difference. Both have always come to the same judgment. Which is why people have great faith in the Chief Justice. Yes, the guards also asked me to convey that...
Huh?
Because we've chosen to act as the twins' proxies. That makes us persons related to the case.
They're concerned that we might be colluding with outside parties. Or that we might find outside help to disrupt the case. And even if that were not so, it could prove problematic if we happen to spread key information about the case ahead of time.
I'm ready to break out at any time.
Whoa, there's no need for that.
Come down.
They have a point. That said, are they providing food?
Of course. I just hope you don't mind the lack of options. I'm afraid that catering to all tastes is not in the cards.
That's not the time to be picky.
Let's just sort out our findings together here. Pity. I mean, what better way to properly think through our findings than over some tea and sweets?
Breaking out suddenly doesn't seem like such a bad idea after all.
Paimon.
Just kidding.
Bad.
Paimon will still do her best.
What do you mean, no snacks? Of course we'll have snacks. If we cannot buy some, then we'll simply make some.
Huh?
Understood, demoiselle. Everyone, please come with me.
I'm so... How are we making snacks? Does she just summon snacks? Is that just her thing?
Wait, you're carrying a portable stove with you?
Oh no, she just has a portable stove with her.
Yes, I must be prepared to meet the demoiselle's baking needs whenever the fancy strikes her.
I have eggs, sugar, and almonds at the ready.
What the hell? This is like Men in Black freaking, like, freaking Men in Black freaking, assistants. Just, I have everything ready.
Interesting group.
Must be a Spina de Rosalie thing. Handles the ingredients and pulls fresh macaroons out of the oven.
And Paimon thought it smelled good while it was still in the oven. From the way you had these two guys carrying all that stuff around,
I'm not sure this is natural either. Did he just carry around, like, everything she needs? This one guy, I got the stove. The other guy, I got the ingredients.
I was applauding.
And I was giving encouraging smiles.
Paimon was just thinking. Aren't you worried about getting your fancy dress dirty, beating egg whites and baking like this?
Well, I don't think it's carved in stone anywhere that fancy ladies can only read books, sip tea, ride horses, and play the piano. I just really enjoy making snacks. Don't underestimate beating egg whites, by the way. It's a real arm workout. You also need to beat them to just the right consistency, or your macarons will crack. Anyway, give these a try. Fresh out of the oven. There's 3 for each of us.
Only 3?
Well, eating too many sweet treats might send all
Yeah.
that sugar to your head. You wouldn't be able to think clearly about the case on a sugar rush, would you?
Oh, that's fair.
Tea is ready to be served as well. This is Demoiselle's favorite. Strong black tea with a floral fragrance that clears the mind and lifts the spirit.
Shouldn't you deserve a
No
break?
need for concern. I'm merely doing as I should.
You're like a 70-year-old man, like, or more like 80 or 90, and like you're like, I am perfectly fine.
Down to business. As Paimon mentioned previously, the tunnel seems to be something of a secret chamber. However, we can assume that Linny and Lynette were not alone within it. Some criminal also occupied its sealed confines. The magician twins could have committed the crimes, of course, but they lack any logical motive.
Yeah, if anything, it's worse for them.
Why would they do such a thing right when everyone was watching?
Left with 2 other people, the missing girl and the
The
deceased.
face and the thud we heard during the performance could indicate some altercation between Halsey and the criminal in the tunnel, resulting in the shattering of the vase, the discarding of her clothes, and her abduction. Perhaps the criminal thought that since she was chosen from the crowd, she would be too easy to identify if she was still wearing the same clothes.
Paimon thinks that makes sense, but the real trouble is...
No evidence that this third person even exists.
None of the clues we found thus far
Hmm.
support the existence of this third person, but the only people left to consider are both technically victims. Whether it's the missing girl, Halsey, or poor Cowl.
Huh. Could Halsey have secretly made modifications to the magic props in order to murder Cowl before making her escape?
But she had no way of knowing how the trick worked.
That's right. And even if she had tampered with the setup, she would need to understand the entire trick to pull it off. Nor does she have any motive. The guard said that she has never had any dealings with the Magic Troop's members.
So then that would mean Cowell, but he's dead.
From the sound of things, this is turning into an impossible cake. Your macarons are amazing, though, Navia. They smell great. They're nice and crisp and super sweet.
They are my specialty, after all.
Weren't we supposed to have 3?
You've already had 5 of them.
What? 5? Oh, that can't be right. Paimon only counted 3.
Please don't worry about it. At my age, a few less sweets might actually be a good thing.
No. Being greedy is one thing, but Paimon knows how to count. Besides, Paimon knows that if she ate too many, then others wouldn't have enough.
Everybody knows how much you love eating.
Even you don't believe Paimon? How could you? If Paimon ate those 2 extra macarons, then may they turn into stone in her stomach.
All right, we get it. Well, I suppose one of us might have gotten too engrossed in our chat and eaten them by mistake. No big deal. Maloose, set up the stove again, if you would.
Huh?
Making sure everyone gets 3 macarons, of course.
There's really no need to do that.
As you wish.
And I have the egg, sugar, and almonds.
You still have more?
Well, this really is your hobby, huh?
second round of baking over to missing. Without the discussion that follows does not yield much progress.
That's it for snack time. I'm going to have another look. I don't know what we're looking for yet, but we've still got some time. As attorneys, I suggest the two of you think the case over again. It would be awkward if you got all tongue-tied on stage during the trial.
All right, thanks for your help and for this.
It was nothing. A small task for the Spina di Rosula. Silver, Maloose, it's time to go. I'll be back if I find
She's
anything
eccentric. She's just eccentric. Neither Cowell nor House had a motive, but after having talked to Navia, the likelihood of the third person being involved seems very too low.
Alright, it's time to put our heads together. We've got...
Huh. Can I get another random Lenny poll? Nope, I cannot get another random Lenny poll. That is upsetting. I really wanted another random Lenny poll. That would be freaking great. I would love to do a Lenny poll. Actually, I can. Random Lenny poll on stream. Let's go. Lynette? Barbara, of course. Why wouldn't it be Barbara? But you know what that means. Another set of things equals another intertwined fate. And another intertwined fate means another random poll. Garbage. I just want Lenny, man. I just want Lenny. I just want him on this account. I have him on the other account, but it's just not... The other account's like not far at all. I want him here because he can be my other DPS besides Child. I'll go with the achievements. 30 bounties. Reach reputation level 10 in Samira. Reach reputation level 10 in Fontaine. Reputation level 8 in Mondstadt. Activate 10 tunes on Sanity Pot. Okay. And there's like a lot new other things for Fontaine. I cannot wait to like explore Fontaine. I'm actually kind of looking forward to the place. So I need between 8 and 10. Time to manipulate the time. Bam. Is it of the next day? First off, I am debating. I mean, I can't really leave. Let's have the trial. You know what? I think this is a good cliffhanger. I'll pick up later today. I hope you all enjoyed. When I get back to things, there's the trial. If you did, again, that like is heavily appreciated. I've heavily been enjoying Fontaine lately with the story, and yeah, catch you all in the next one. Have a great rest of your morning/night. Bye-bye.